Bing bong bong bing bong bong bing bong bong whoop, whoop, bing bong bong bing bong bong bing bong bong bloop bloop. Woo! And welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. I am bopping to Mashal Might and Magic Seasons 2 intro. You need to watch that. If you need to be in a good mood, man alive, that thing just takes me to the next level. It also makes me really tired because it's really fast and entertaining. But, you know, I love it. Anyway, hi, Chris.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're awake? It's early for you?
It's relatively early. Yeah. Not too bad, you know.
If you're catching us on the live for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. Who we got before I start with all the stuff?
Who's gosh, here? Let's see here. We have the Obithorian. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Obithorian Alliance from Two Perspectives. Got nice. Paul Colum, Juice Luva, Mr. Flickster. That's Chris. I lost my mouse. There we go. Who else we got? Yeah, that's so far that's what we got right now.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Let's see here. We can even check a little bit about, just check in with everybody. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you. What does the TV show have to do for you both to want to watch it?
Huh. Yeah, that's tricky. Do you have things that, like, the trailer can be really tricky for me. If they show too much, I don't want to watch it. If they show that it's boring, then I wonder, like, is this the best you got?
Yeah, usually, is it going to be on? That's the qualification for me to want to watch it. But okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think probably for me, the first off is it non-English? And then is it, I love crime dramas. So that's, big onto me. But,
hey, Shiny.
Sometimes just people, whoever's in it. Not people. That made weird in a sense. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get it on. Okay. Well, sweet. Yasi. Outstanding. I'm glad that you get to catch us live. This is awesome. What good movies are out now? Well, guess what? We're gonna get into some of that. Yeah. Argyle looks good. For me, it was okay. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as everybody says, but it was longer than it needed to be. Ruben disagrees. He liked it a lot less than I did. Also, Juice, hey, from Australia. Good day, mate. Sorry, that was a weird accent. I don't even know what I'm doing there.
Use the dunny, get your Barbie on. That's about all I know.
Okay. Yes. Hey, Mr. Flickster, Chris, good to see you. Glad that you're on here. I am trying to get through comments so that we can
start.
We'll start. Yeah. Let's see here. We got more. Let's see here. What is this? Hola. Is that Shiny? Is that
yeah, Shiny. Yeah.
Nice. Hello. Kung Fu Panda show on Netflix. Dragon Knight. So awesome. Ruben, have you seen that one?
I've seen the first season. I enjoyed that for what it is. I'm very much looking forward to Kung Fu Panda 4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I've only seen Kung Fu Panda 1. Yeah, and I saw the first episode of Dragon Knight. And I know. Yeah. Shiny, good morning. Just recommend the Aussie series, the Mr. In Between. Have not heard of that. I need to find. Wait, I got to get my notepad up here so I can make.
Okay, while you do the notepad, I'm going to introduce us.
Cool. Do that.
If you're just joining us, this is the best thing you watch this week. We're going to be talking about a number of things like we do every week, have done for a couple of years now. And then we talk about the not so best thing that we watched normally in the audio exclusive, but we're doing it all under one banner at the moment because we're doing this live stuff together. So Chris and I will be talking about the best thing that we watched this week. We will talk about the not so best thing that we watched this week. We will be talking about a movie that we both haven't seen, so that's going to be an interesting conversation. Fairly recent one. And for our podcast this week, we've talking about an anime, so I'm not actually talking about any anime in this version, but if you want to check out our Patreon, we'll be talking about an anime called X in the Patreon, and talking about the Patreon. It all starts for £1, over 90 videos there. I dropped a couple of videos in this week, so we updating every week with a number of videos, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And Chris normally starts us off with doing the movie quote quiz and letting us know who won last week, and if you've got some new questions for us this week.
Yeah, sorry, I got to do time codes too, because otherwise everybody gets lost, which is fair. So apparently I'm going to get fired. Nobody got last week's.
Nobody
got last week's. Now, wow. I got to remind everybody, if you're watching this live, make sure that you go in at some point and you can comment the answers
separately of the live comments.
Exactly, yeah. And then if you're watching just the replay, obviously you can fill it in like you did. Nostromo is ready to fire me because he got one, but wasn't even sure which one it was.
Right.
So the answers for last week were The Way Back, Iron Man 2, and Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Oh, so is that our favorite actor then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. So. Nice.
Yes. Okay. So this week, this is going to be a different theme, and I'm curious if anybody can actually guess the theme. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Number 1, I am the law.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2, baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands. Number 4, oh, they're in my eyes. My eyes.
Oh, that's so weird. I know the first one.
Yeah, I know.
The second two, I'm like, isn't that a different actor? It might be a time period, the theme.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it could be, but no.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, do you have a question for us?
I do. I've got a good one, a timely one. The Oscars are coming out soon, everybody. Not too long now. And on the Twitterverse, they just announced that they're, for the first time, putting a wholly new category, which it is a category that I think deserves to be in there. But what Oscar do you think that category that they haven't had that should be in there that you think is shocking that they haven't had something represented? Let me just remind you that in 2001 was the first time they added the animation Best Feature for Animation Oscar. That is when they added that. So they are way behind the times, from culture, from like race, from ageist, and now just from representation of different jobs. Yeah, it's different career parts in what makes a film to become a film. I know I have one that I've always been really irked by that they've not represented. But what about you guys in the comments?
Yeah, that definitely, that would be a good one.
Do you have any, Chris, that you would like to add in the Oscars?
Well, the one that I know that you like or point to or whatever is stunts. Absolutely,
yeah,
hands down. There's. Yeah. I saw somebody that had mentioned voiceover, like voice.
Yes. How is that not a thing?
I had not even considered that. You know what I mean? Like it didn't. It makes sense. Like when you hear it, it's one of those like, duh. Why the heck did I not do that? But yeah, I don't
when I think about
one.
the quality of the work and what makes those films, the features, the fact that voice artist is not represented in the Oscars is just, quite frankly, I don't know what to say about it. It's just so missing the mark.
Well, and David, not enough films representing American Native Indians. Yeah, the indigenous. That yeah, absolutely. We have had some.
I mean, Scorsese just did one this year, didn't he?
Yeah, but not. If you think about it, it was more of a white savior again. Well, white. It was just it.
And then Disney's newest MCU series was very Native American.
Oh, with Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and that's good. I mean, I love what's it called? Reservation Dogs, dude.
Oh yeah. You love that.
That is a spectacular one. Yeah. But yeah, I could definitely see that, especially when they're like I started to watch what is it? Dances with Wolves? A few I don't know months ago, and I turned it off because just
it's not aged well.
Yeah, and some of the white people being Native Americans was just not working for me.
I don't even remember that being a thing. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah. So, best stunts. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, voice acting, absolutely. Different best pictures. They do. That's what's weird is that they have an international feature or best foreign language, which I think is stupid. That just shows you that it's an American show and an American award. But because then countries can submit entry, and that's why, like last year, RRR wasn't in for India because they chose a different submission.
I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, I can't either, really. But
yeah.
So I don't know, and you're right though. I mean, I think it should just be opened up. I think they should just. They go so pretentious a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Voice acting, absolutely. Let's see here. What do we got there? Should get for innovation. That's kind of cool.
When you think about some of the technologies, I know they do a science Oscars awards, so there's like for technology. I wonder if that goes in there because that's often the one that's not televised.
Oh yeah. They take a bunch of them and they push them off to the side onto some, like at hotel, like a day or two before.
Yeah, science technologies, yeah. And it's like, just in case you wondered, these guys won this. And I was like, I would have loved to have seen that.
How are they not just as important? You know? I mean, think about, like...
Can't take up our prime time airtime, Chris. Yeah.
Well, okay, so then we wouldn't have bullet time in The Matrix.
Exactly. Yeah.
We wouldn't have all that new camera technology from James Cameron, and good Lord, I mean, just either the underwater stuff or the 3D mocap. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Bunny Dojo. Love that. That is one of my favorite names ever, especially the Rabbit Karen Bun Fun. Oh, yeah, we missed you last week. Stunts, voices. Robin Williams for Aladdin.
Yeah, exactly. See, that just proves the point. Like, that film would not be as amazing as it still is today without what Robin Williams did with that character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see here. Innovation. Oh, in editing, cinematography. Yep. A lot of the times, because you have special effects, but those are one of those ones that's pushed off to the side, and
especially when it comes to animation with the stop motion, because they create new techniques to help their stop motion go, and nobody talks about how innovative that is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and they should give out an award just for patience.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Genre, that's something different, a
That'll be
different type of category. That
How
would be
many
kind of
genres would we
fun.
go? Subgenres, sub-genre.
Yeah, that would be fun. And boy, they might.
They might. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, let's see here. Want to make sure. Yeah, let's go to the best thing we watched. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. You want to start? I
Sure.
don't know how many you have.
I got a few.
Okay.
So I don't know if any of my subscribers have noticed that I didn't actually release a single review this week.
I did.
Oh, did you? I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, so I thought I would just talk about it on the podcast, which keeps it fresh. So I actually got to watch a film that I've been like asking my wife to watch for quite a while. Well, not quite a while, for a few weeks since it came out to the cinema. And then I saw it was available for rent at home. I was like, you know what? Let's do that instead. So we got to watch this film called The End We Start From, which is a Jodie Comer playing a very pregnant mom. You got Joel Fry, who plays her partner, her husband. A number of others like Mark Strong, Nina Sonoya, Neil Bell, Catherine Waterston. Like some of these names or people you recognize. Benedict Cumberbatch is in for Cucumber Patch is in for a while. Gina McKay. So it's got a really strong cast. But the synopsis is basically a woman tries to find her way home with her newborn while an environmental crisis submerges London in floodwaters. So, like you were talking about, Chris, how the film Civil War is very real. Yeah, so this one is very real because we have floods all the time, like all throughout the year. Whenever it rains, it will flood. And then sometimes when you get a big storm, you'll get like the riverbanks will burst and all those like encatchments that people thought were fine, and then you'll just see on the news people's houses are flooded, like literally, like rivers are underwater. Sometimes you'll get those so submerged that people are using things like in films you only see, like when you having to get a speedboat to kind of get out of your house or be rescued. So this takes the idea that it doesn't stop raining. There's a massive amount of storms that just doesn't stop, and London is submerged, like really high above houses and stuff. And so this woman, Jodie Comer, has to escape, and she gives birth. She goes with her husband, but it just shows how quickly society degrades, because then you have like aid is hard to come by, the technology because the power station is just kind of blocked and broken. And you see, I guess, people's true colors or a reflection of some of what society would reflect. So if you're thinking about the big lads or the hooliganism type of, I guess that's very caricature that everybody kind of has when they're representing the bad English part of England. You see what they're willing to do. This time they're actually they form a sort of like militia. And because the army are called in to create camps for people to go and stay in, safety camps, because there's a lot of looting. Because for a time there is what you had in your house, then there's what the shops can give you, then there's relying on the military to bring packages, then there's fighting over what's left, then it's like even if you're growing vegetables and stuff in your garden, it's so soaked and waterlogged that it can't, like it just keeps dying. So if it keeps raining, there's very little you can do until there is some help or some. So anyway, we go on this adventure, a devastating adventure with Jodie Comer. She has to make decisions to keep her child alive, whether that's leaving those that she loves to protect her child, whether that's making somebody else become less fortunate so that she can protect her child, or it's all those decisions. And it's one of those films that makes you go, what would I do in that situation? How would I how would I respond? Would I just die? Would I manage to live in this? It's a very powerful way of showing what we have now is so subjective and so quickly could unravel. I think, with what we're experiencing with rumors of war all around the world between Putin and, old orange face man, I think we just don't know. Like our piece is tentative at best. And so when you get these films, they kind of hit home. So between what Mother Nature and what we've done to the earth, so you watch films like this, my wife goes to me like, why are you making me watch this? This is way too real. And I was like, yeah, but the acting, like Jodie Comer is excellent. The cast that we have in it. I particularly love the color palette that's used for the dreary rain England. And then she has some sort of flashbacks when she's experiencing a good time with her husband. And so she'll think of her husband, she'll see him like in dreary, depressed, and it'll flash back to like him in the club. Beautifully bright neon colors, red, blue, greens, and then flash to like blues. And it's just so like abrupt. It kind of hits you in the gut again. It's like, oh, like this is what's going on. This is what you're feeling. So you go on this journey of like, is she going to survive? Is the baby going to survive? Is somebody going to attack her, steal her, beat her? All that. Every time they meet somebody on the road as they're trying to find new places to live or go higher, you wonder if they're going to be good people or just rapey people because they're women, right? So, it was very interesting. It's definitely worth like a one-time watch. I don't know that I would own it. I think I've fallen asleep. You see my face?
Yeah. Did your camera freeze?
I think so.
There it did. Okay. Well, then we will take this moment for a second to answer some questions. How about that?
All right.
Hit up the comments there. Let's see here. Going back to the Oscar categories, best accents. I think that's good. Best casting. That I don't know how you would judge that, but that's definitely because we need the actors, and we know when some things have been miscast. Stop motion animation, yep, absolutely. They do kind of do it in the genre thing in the Golden Globes. Heard that was good. I believe you're speaking about The End We Start From, and it is on Ruben's best of, so that means it's definitely a good one and something not to miss there. Let's see here. Operation Fortune.
Yeah, that was much better than I expected it to be.
What is that?
Isn't it the Guy Ritchie film?
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was a lot of fun.
Well, good. I need to check that out then. Sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce. What is that? My glasses aren't working. Good evening from Bas.
Where are you looking? There. Let me get this right. I'm perfect at pronunciation these days. Beosifakert Muller.
Nice, sweet. I think that's Mufa.
Joking.
Though, is a lot. Yeah. So good evening. Hey, we
Mufa.
apologize
It's
for
Muller.
messing with your name there.
Mulu.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah. You got glasses on, right?
I do, yeah.
When's the last time you went to Specsavers, Chris?
Well, this is a brand new prescription. It's just they're progressives, and sometimes I'm a little old. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, man.
Okay, After the Flood, good British series. Have you seen that?
I have not heard about that.
Huh? Okay, me neither. Cool though. We'll add that to the list. After the
Flood. It's 24 as well, so it's new.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Mark Strong is in the End We Start From, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see here. Perfect Day. I saw this on some of the streaming stuff. It looked interesting. That's good to know that it's good. And then All of Us Strangers. Why do I know that one? What is it?
It's at cinema at the moment here in the UK.
Oh, that's
It's you know the actor.
I do.
Andrew Scott and
yes,
Paul Mescal.
Yes. I like.
Jamie Bell as well.
Oh yeah, because he played. Yeah, it's like this time, this weird time type of thing, and I think Jamie Bell plays Andrew Scott's father.
Oh, Claire Foy, great cast.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
nice. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, okay. Perfect question, Ruben. For the end we start from, how many Nicolas Cages?
Oh. At 3.75 Nicolas Cages out of 5. I don't think it's quite a 4 because I don't think I would go back to it, but the acting and the filmmaking techniques is worth it. Yeah. Okay. Lots of nudity, by the way. Yeah. There's like, you see the birth. They don't shy away from it. And my wife and I couldn't figure out how it was fake. Like the pregnant bump looked real, 100%. The birth shot looked real.
I saw a Spanish movie where one of the protagonists was pregnant, and then she wasn't, because we watched the baby come out, and it was. I was not ready for that, honestly. I mean, I saw my kids being born, but seeing somebody else's kids being
it's
born
different.
is a
Yeah,
weird.
man.
Yeah. So how do we stay motivated with very low views?
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Wow. That's like a harsh question.
No. I can answer this one. You can't look at the views.
Yeah.
You do it for yourself. You
Yep.
do it for the enjoyment of it until it's actually making a career out of it. Always do it for just interacting with your community like we're doing now, which we love.
Absolutely.
That's the best bit about it.
It is.
And just because I would say don't try and review too many things that you hate reviewing. Review stuff you really enjoy talking about. Because it brings joy to it. Yeah.
Well, and why and it's okay to step out of your lane, to experience something new. But if you if you don't enjoy action movies just as a general, then I would say don't
try and do things. There is a particular reviewer that Chris and I just can't handle at the moment. We won't mention his name, but he just does stuff for views, and obviously he copies a lot of stuff or mimics a lot of stuff or says the same stuff, and it's not bringing about good vibes for him at all. But also that can't be good for you, your mental health, just because you want to get those numbers out. That is a short time gain. Longevity of that won't work. So
yeah. Do stuff that you like. I mean, that's why I do a lot of non-English things, because I love that anyway.
You love that. Yeah
That's so. All right. Jason Statham.
Yes. What about him?
I don't know the context.
Dude's amazing. I mean, he is in the other Guy Ritchie film we were talking about.
Oh, Operation Fortune.
Yeah,
too.
and he's in the Beehive that just came out.
Oh, yes, which I avoided since you said it wasn't very good.
Everybody else seems to be enjoying it, Chris, so I might just be wrong.
I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. True Detective Season 4. Ooh. I've seen this whole season, and yes, I've seen... Did I finish? I did finish Season 2 also. Now, I've seen Season 1, which was groundbreaking. Season 3 I really liked because of Mahershala Ali. Season 2 just felt off to me. And I think maybe that was my own fault of maybe expecting something similar to... oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I have been singular since you changed your battery.
You didn't put me back? You wanted the screen time alone?
That was so rude. I'm sorry.
Wow. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, wow. What the crap? Nobody even said anything in the comments.
And
like,
nobody
hey,
sent it in the comments.
Can't
so
see
they
Ruben.
obviously
What happened
only
to Ruben?
wanted
I just hear him. Golly. Yeah, but I think Season 2 might have been my fault. I'm going to revisit it at some point because I think I'd come to it late. So we watched Season 1 and then we watched Season 2 right after that, and they're drastically different. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. It's an anthology type of thing. So, let's see. Ruben, I love movies that make you think what it is like in the character's shoes.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly the end we start from. It's definitely one of those. I'm trying to think of what's the best in your character's shoes film. What do you think, Chris?
Oh, gosh. Forrest Gump. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Guy just ran and ran and ran.
Because it had to do with shoes.
Literally in the shoes.
No.
My left shoe.
Huh.
I mean, I'm thinking of like Andrew Garfield's war movie when he's he refuses to pick up a gun.
Yeah.
And but he wants to protect. You know, he still wants to be an army guy. What was that called? That was so good. And you definitely feel
not Heartbreak Ridge.
You definitely feel like you're in his shoes. You get to experience what he's going through. The amount of times I was holding my breath when he was running out into the battlefield, and I was thinking, oh, he's definitely dead now. This is one of those films, right, where they're just gonna kill him off.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Finding my mouse again. Andrew Hayes?
I don't know what Andrew Hayes.
I think that might be back to one of the other.
Is that
movies.
The End We Start From?
I don't think it could have been the other one. The Perfect Day. So, passion motivates you. That's yep. Perfect too. Yeah, you don't review certain genres because you just don't enjoy them, and that's why make yourself miserable too? That's
Yeah, like I don't do many musicals. I know you love musicals, Chris, but I just can't. Yeah.
I do. Yes, I do. Beekeeper, cool. Well, thank you. Appreciate
Thanks, Judy.
Ruben's reviews there. Outstanding. Before we became movie reviewers, what did we do before? Ruben, what'd you do before?
I've always been involved in films in some type. I did a degree in television and film production. I then started my own production company, which didn't work very well. I worked on a couple of features, done music videos, short films, been writing on my fourth book? Oh. 3 novels and 1 kid's book. And what have I been doing with my life? Oh, I was a manager of a store called Choices. That's like a mixture between HMV and Blockbuster. It was big. I managed a staff of like 10 there. That was all like the closest I could get to movies, is selling them. So that's what I did. That's kind of my life. What about you, Chris?
I worked a lot of different jobs. I worked almost 20 years in radio. And then...
That's why you have that silky smooth voice.
Ooh, baby, yeah. No. I wasn't on air very much. I did a little bit here and there, but it was mostly marketing and promotions.
All right.
Now I work in the healthcare industry, doing the same thing for a hospital and stuff. So, I've always enjoyed movies. I took some film classes and some criticism courses in school when I was getting my degree. And so, yeah, there you go. And now I just want to be like somebody asked me a long time ago, what if you could, if money was no object, what was your dream job? And my dream job was snack food taste testing movie reviewer.
Nice.
And then I finally decided a couple years ago to start doing that.
Yeah, because a dream is only a dream until you put it into action, and then it becomes reality. Even little baby steps. You've got to do it.
Absolutely. If you're having fun, that's the thing. If I wasn't having fun doing this, I wouldn't be doing it. I have discovered life is way too short. And for jobs, whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out. So, some favorite movies of Mr. Flixer: Saw, Scream, Die Hard. Yes. Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, that's the one.
Have you seen? I have not seen ISS yet.
It's not been given great reviews so far.
It has not.
No.
It intrigued me at first, and then I saw another trailer, or the trailer the second time, and I was like, I kind of like this less. So, I don't know. Yeah, maybe at some point, maybe when it hits streaming, I might. I don't know. Maybe it already has hit streaming.
It has. You have to pay for it. You can rent it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Don't dream it, be it. Yep, absolutely. Enjoying from that South Africa, I believe. Yes?
From SA. Hoe gaan dit, bro? How you doing?
That was awesome. I don't know what he said, but so nice. Okay, let's go back. We'll hit up questions in just a little bit. Again, hey, back to your comments, but let's go into more of the best thing we watched.
Okay.
You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, my first one is Tokyo Vice Season 2.
Yeah, I hoped you were going to talk about this.
Dude, okay, so I've seen the first half of it. Okay, I have not seen all 10 episodes, but this, as much as I loved Season 1,
Yeah.
Season 2, I'm like even more engrossed in.
What's the difference, do you think?
I think because I know the characters so intimately now, and now we're diving into, they've split the story a little bit because of things that happened at the end of Season 1 where danger has come to almost all of our characters. They have to readjust. And so now, while they do intersect a little bit, we don't see the collaborations that we were seeing before. And so we watch Ansel Elgort as Jake Edelstein. He is avoiding talking about the Yakuza. He's avoiding anything having to do with the Yakuza. And so we watch him focus on some other story aspects, which then lead him, of course, back towards Yakuza. And then Ken Watanabe, he is he's a detective.
Dude's a rock star.
He's so good. And
I have a little bit of a man crush on Ken Watanabe.
I can see that. Here he is so understated. Like he's playing this detective who's been on the job for a long time. So he's tired. And it's a very weird perspective to get because for all of Season 1 or almost all of Season 1, what we watch is him just trying to maintain the balance between the Yakuza. So they don't arrest them more often than not. You know what I mean? They let them kind of deal it out themselves as long as there's no like violence to the public. But that's also what then begins Season 1 and why this case that Jake stumbles upon and gets into it. Sam, who's Rachel Keller, Rachel Keller is Sam. She's now on her club, and so we get to watch her in this. Like last season, she was more of a minimal character, just kind of popping in and out. This one, she has a much larger role, and we get to watch how that influences some other characters, and how it weaves into the Yakuza also. And then finally, Sato, who he was my favorite character from Season 1. Didn't start out that way, but he's like second in command or third in command of the Yakuza the Chihara Kai, that family that he works for.
Sato has the best real name, Sho Kazumatsu.
Isn't that awesome?
Dude, that's an awesome name.
And he is so good. He gets brutalized in the first season, at the end of the first season, and so you're like, so I mean, he's still my favorite character. But the Season 2, this one has just it's taken on a slightly different focus. We're not watching so much the corruption. We're watching now a lot more of the internal strife that's building in the Yakuza. Okay. There was a character, Tozawa, who he was kind of running rogue, kind of causing problems and stuff. And he left because he had some unidentified disease. And so he has left this power vacuum. And anytime there's this, powerful struggles like that and there's a vacuum in there, everybody's going to clamor. And so it's interesting to watch who hops in. There's still some wonderful action in this, but not nonstop, which I think I like even more because it gives us, it's more of that drama, and then it begins to build from there with what am I trying to say? With wow, that thought just totally left me.
It just went whoop.
And everybody got to watch it live as it just disappeared from my head.
It just reminded me of what's his face, the crab, like whoop, 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 off screen.
Yeah, from
it's gone
Futurama. Yeah, Dr. Zoidberg there.
Dr. Zoidberg.
Oh
gosh, that is funny.
Yeah,
well, I mean that sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to kind of binge watching season 1 and then going into 2, so having the whole chunk experience and like that. It does seem a bit heavy though. Like
it is, but it's also it's very engaging. Like once you start, like especially the beginning may feel a little like I'm kind of intrigued, but why? And then you get to see and meet these characters, and they start building on them, and that's when it's like, holy crap!
Yeah.
And you can't put it down. Then you want to keep going, and that's
like how you didn't like Sopranos.
Yes.
I just wanted to remind everybody. Chris didn't like Sopranos. No, I'm kidding.
So
this could be your Sopranos.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right? Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, dude. I'm curious to see what you think of it. Okay. Because it is like for me, right up my alley. But I also acknowledge that not everybody likes everything that I do. So,
It's also English though, right?
It's well, and that's a great thing. It's English and Japanese. They filmed
nice. Okay.
Yeah, they filmed in Tokyo on location.
Location. Fantastic.
Yeah. And Jake Adelstein is an actual real person. So this is loosely based on his writings as a journalist, and so he writes for the largest paper in Japan.
Right. Okay.
And
see what I did there. Right.
Yeah. Right. Well, he has to obviously speak the language. He can't be just the white English dude and expect to move ahead. And so we even get context of that, of how he gets into this, and they have to test and everything.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, you're a little bit late. That's okay, Chris. We appreciate the super chat. Thank you.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, you got the quote theme. Oh, cool. You normally get a lot of the themes, so I'm very curious at what you what you answer for that. Looking forward to that in the movie quote quiz. Good to see you on here. Glad that you made it. I don't know what time
it is.
But I wish the chat would show us everybody else's time zone.
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
Right. Well, it would also be confusing. But that's okay. Yeah, okay. No, that would be outstanding. Let's see here. Tokyo Vice. It is amazing. I really love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just left.
It just like poof, gone.
We'll never know what that was.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Gone forever.
Money Man by Jordan. Monkey Man. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh, Monkey Man, the new Jordan.
And
Peele.
Dev Patel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be something special, I reckon.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm really excited for to see what he does as a director. You know, and he's also starring. So I mean, I guess maybe that's a little easier as an entry. But streaming service, Tokyo Vice is on Max. So in the U.S., easy to get to.
I think it's on US. In the UK. It's on Sky.
Sky. Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's. Hopefully you can find it because it's totally worth it. Going back to some of the things that we were talking about just on, channel and stuff and how you motivated or not motivated. comments. Absolutely. That's a lot of the fun. I mean, that's why, like Ruben said before, we do it because we love interacting. I mean, this is. I would not have a friend in the UK. If
You know, I actually found the email today that I reached out to you because I was searching up your details because I needed for something, which I need to talk to you about actually.
Oh, okay.
And I saw the first email that I said, "Hey, do you ever do collaborations?" Like back in 2020 or 2019, I'm not sure. 2020?
It was the beginning of 2020, yeah, because we were in lockdown and I was at a monster-sized project at work and I wouldn't be able to do it for a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, comments. That's good. And we're glad that we have been able to at least help you find some new stuff to watch too.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely comments are so much fun. Most of the time, there occasionally those sketchy ones, but that's okay. Yep, Nope was outstanding.
That was so different. I like that he messes with different genre each time. It's nice.
All right, Ruben. Moving on. You want to do your next thing?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see if the comments can guess it. Oh, what I'm going to be talking about. I can't get that high. Wait, it's lower. Anybody? Anybody? I'm waiting for the comments before I give more. Nobody's guessing. They're like, "What was?" I didn't do that. Good service. Chinese is like, "What?" How about this one? Nope. Chief. Anybody? Halo. There we go. Yeah. See, I knew.
Wait, what?
A Tomato no Kage guessed Halo. Yeah.
Oh, where did I miss that?
Yeah, just after LOL. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Halo. Oh, season 2, right?
Yeah. So I recently caught up with season 1. I had a few episodes to watch. I did that last week in prep for season 2. The first 2 episodes of season 2 have dropped. It was a mixed bag originally because the fans are so diehard, like the fan bases of the game franchise like Halo. Like, Master Chief removed his helmet and now we see what it looks like. We can't do that. It's like the Mandalorian, when the Mandalorian removes his helmet, and the fans are just like, you can't do that. Well, we've done it, and they've also kind of taken the story in a little bit of their own way, similar to what you have in the games, but kind of doing their own thing. And I have to say, the first episode kicked ass. Like the first 20 minutes I just want people to be excited and watch it so we can get more. But if you've ever played the games, do you know the Viroblade swords, those white swords, right?
Is that the one where it's split in the middle?
Yeah,
kind of like rounds and then goes to the point.
It's like a light based sword.
Yeah.
Chief encounters, let's say, 20 elite in a scene that's on top of a mountain in cloudy mist, and he has to fight them while protecting a marine. And I was just like, this is what I wanted the whole damn time. Like, come on, this is what you do when you're in the game, right? You're just taking on insurmountable odds, but because you're Master Chief, you can kick their ass. And that's what I want. That's like, okay, now you've got me. And then of course they went to some of the side stories, and I was like, I didn't need the side stories.
Okay.
Where this season works best is when Master Chief is with his other Spartans, and because of the storyline that has been like increasingly about the Spartans, I feel like the story got much better towards the end of the first season. It was all about like the chips in them, the emotion chips, that's inhibitors basically. The team from season 1 have ripped that out. So Master Chief's team are starting to feel a bit more human, and the consequences of that, differences in battle, but they're also getting some personality. So seeing them come out into their own, and Chief actually having a personality of his own, and then seeing the guys that control the Spartan program It's no longer the lady that was in charge of them in the first season because she was bad and she ran away in first season. So now we have a bigger douchebag that is in charge of them, because there's never a good person, is it? So,
No.
So there's all that conflict, and I could do without all of that. Like I know they kind of got to build up the story and give us some side story characters, but where this works is when Chief is with his team, and when they're experiencing stuff that's going on in the world, and they kind of have to do their own thing to protect the world, even if it means going against the rules of they've been told not to go and do this, because nobody believes what Chief's seen. Nobody believes, this kind of stuff. There's a whole big story with Katana that's continuing. Who is the AI person. I really like how it looks. I like the fighting. It's believable. I wondered how they were going to do that, because fighting in a suit can feel clunky, heavy.
Yeah.
But it's not an Iron Man suit. It's grafted to their skins. If you take it off, you basically kill them. So you have this inner lining suit that is like grafted to them, and then the outer suit that kind of grips into that. It's all like a connected piece of body. And so the way they show running and movement, it feels heavy, but at the same time you believe the strength that it imbues them with, and how they are honed. I mean, they are grown entities to be perfect elite killing machines. And this story basically takes on the big story of them trying to find the ring, one of the Halo rings, but as well as who they are as people, that they're not just killing machines. And so I think there was a bit of a misconception. It's like, Halo series is just going to be about fighting these bad guys. And like, yeah, we get a lot of that. But also, for us to care about Master Chief as a person rather than just the game character you're playing, has to be something more than that. So I think it's really clever taking out the inhibitors, letting us see his face, having some emotionality to the Chief, having that kind of connection between him and Cortana and his team. There was a sort of love story with Chief and a character in season 1 that was really weird, and I didn't think would work, but did work because of where the story is going and who it was, how it connected. And now, because of that, they've written that in very well for season 2. I'm very intrigued to see where this is going to go for season 2. So currently that's on Paramount Plus as an original series. I highly recommend, if you enjoyed season 1 or enjoyed it somewhat, I think season 2, it feels like they've found the pacing and their footing of what they want to do with it. So,
does the special effects, are they pretty good?
Great, really good.
Okay,
yeah.
It's surprising just because it's a TV show. It's a series.
No, I agree.
And
there was stuff in here that I was really hoping to see that they showed, and I was like, end of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Yeah, it was like those moments for me, just giddy. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I've only seen most of episode 1 of season 1.
Okay, yeah. So there's 9 episodes in season 1, and they're all about just under an hour. So
okay. I think when I watched it, it had just come out, and I didn't have screeners for it, and so I was watching it like, like the day it had released or something like that, and I fell off because of stuff.
Yeah, I was glad that I had a bunch of episodes to watch. It felt right. It almost feels like a broken up chapters of a movie. So it's okay. It works better watching a number together, I think.
Chunks of them.
Which is why they've dropped 2 at one time.
Oh, okay. Oh, do they each time? There's 2
no,
episodes
just
each
this.
time?
They started with 2 this time. So I think just to get people back into it. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I understand. Okay. Right on. Going to the comments. Yeah, Mr. Flickster and I. He had reached out. Used to live in California. Now I believe it's still in Canada.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You ever want to sponsor anybody, to live in Canada?
There you go. Right. Yes. Okay, this is an interesting question. What streaming service do we both personally, I think, like or use, and also that has the best content that we both watch?
Oh.
Okay, so Netflix, even though they don't have all of the best, they have the most. They drop a crap ton, and they grab from all over the world, and I appreciate that. I think Ruben and I would agree on the best.
Yes, I think so. Is Apple TV, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By far the best streaming platform for quality consistently.
Yes.
Yeah, very few that aren't really good.
Yeah. Their series have been.
Oh yeah, let's be specific about that because not all of their films knock it out of the park.
Yeah, the films are kind of. They're series though.
Series, very very good.
Especially
Yeah,
the ones
I'm like, I like some of Netflix's original content that they're still doing, but most of the stuff that they drop on there now, I just feel like is much lower. Like they buy so much, and I would say 80% is like, then you have a good 20%. So
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have, I mean, HBO/Max used to be. Like,
but they barely do anything now.
They do, yeah. I mean, like I love it when they do stuff like Tokyo Vice.
Yeah.
You know, and we have the House of Dragons and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
they don't. They've never done a lot of stuff, just a ton. But they used to do it where it was very consistently like top quality. Now it's not always like that.
Just jumping to Mr. Flickster's comment at the bottom, he says he likes Paramount Plus. And I agree. I think like if I were to like do like a top 3, Paramount Plus would definitely be in there at the moment because they do all my favorite sci-fi and original. Like the Star Trek stuff is fantastic. Strange New Worlds is one of the best Star Trek series I've ever seen. And they're doing some really quality, again, series that is new and fresh on there. So I managed to get a year subscription for free when I signed up my new contract of a phone, so I was very happy with that for Paramount.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. I get. It's been weird because I subscribe to just about everything.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
not Stars anymore. I did cancel Stars finally.
Okay.
But Showtime and Paramount Plus now have merged, and
what in the US?
Yes. Yeah, so you can't I can't even use a Showtime app anymore. I have to go to Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I don't think where do we get Showtime stuff? I think that's on Amazon Prime in the UK.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
Let's see. Asking if we have been to visit India. No, I have not.
I've been very near. I was in Nepal and Kathmandu. A lot of my Indian friends that I know live in Nepal and Kathmandu. So I have quite a few, I had quite a few friends. I've been to Kathmandu, Nepal twice. Love the cultures. Definitely on my list of places that I will visit in my life. I would love to do a proper train trip like through India. Just seeing the various landscapes.
The Darjeeling Limited.
I love the culture, the vibrancy, the spices, the Bollywood. Love it.
Then we have a...
Don't visit India, it's not safe. If I visit India, I'll probably go with a friend that knows stuff, right?
Yeah. Crave in Canada instead of HBO Max.
I have heard of Crave, yeah.
Oh, okay. Lift was not good.
Lift was not good.
No,
Lift was a drop.
I wish I would have stopped halfway through. Yeah. What would be your top 5 shows from Apple? Oh gosh.
Severance.
Yes. Slow Horses.
The S's. Basically, just hit the S's. You're good to go.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to actually cheat and go to.
I'm in it now. Yeah. Okay. So S's. Silo, I thought was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think that was excellent?
I haven't finished it, but yes.
What the hell, Chris?
I know.
I really loved Masters of the Air, but I know not everybody thought that was great.
I enjoyed that also.
Okay. Foundation. Dude, if you want amazing sci-fi, Foundation is... Lessons in Chemistry. How good was that, Chris?
Oh, I loved that.
Seriously?
Loved that.
Yeah.
Brie Larson was phenomenal, and the whole series worked really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. For All Mankind is in its 4th season.
Blackbird.
Blackbird. Oh
Dude.
my dude. That would be in my top 5.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Dude, he deserved an Oscar for that. Like, I think he did win some awards, but
destroyed that performance. Yes. Oh
Pachinko. I cried in the first episode of that.
Yeah, I need to catch up more on that because the new season's coming out soon.
Shrinking, one of the best funny real comedy series I've ever seen. Loved it.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going through Ted Lasso. How could I forget Ted Lasso?
We haven't even said Ted Lasso. Oh
Dude,
my gosh.
That is, if you need something that just makes you feel good, Ted Lasso is spectacular.
It's so good. Shining Girls, did you like it as much as I did?
Shining Girls. I did like Shining Girls. Yeah. I don't think it was as strong necessarily as it could have been.
As some of the others, yeah.
Yeah.
Servant has been going
really
well. That's the 4 seasons of that. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's done.
It's done.
I loved Servant as well. Yeah. It's weird. But yeah. Sorry, here we go. I had clicked on this one. What do you think, Ruben? What do you think about the fight from Halo Season 2, Episode 1?
Yeah, I was just talking about that. It was flipping great. How cool was that? Those swords, the double-bladed light swords, fighting in that smoke and him trying to dodge. You know, they have those invisible suits. You know, they can go invisible, some of those guys, if you ever remember. So he's trying to hear, and all he sees is as they attack is the blade coming out. And you're like, whoa, it's so good. And when Chief starts getting going, like, he's shooting, he's snapping necks. I was just like, woo! I was just in the zone.
Nice.
I would string words of profanity together to show my exuberance and exciting. Yeah.
All right. Another question for you. What makes Strange New World a good reincarnation of Star Trek?
It's because it takes everything that was Star Trek. This is something that a few of those other new series that just didn't get. You really need to take some of the morality of what Star Trek always did, pushing the boundaries of it. If you ever watch the original Picard Star Trek, they were always the first to like have the first lesbian kiss, to have same-sex marriages or alien races. They were always reflecting back about like what society needed to talk about. Strange New Worlds does that amazingly, but then it also does the alien of the week, the conclusion of the week, as well as having a big arc. And so there's a really tricky way to make you love the characters, grow them enough for them to feel real, build relationships for you to care about them, but then still go on exploration. Because that, for me as a kid, was always the thing that I loved the most. I didn't care about what they're reflecting back in society. I didn't realize it was so deep. Adults probably did. But when I was watching it, was for me, Strange New Worlds, exploring. This is our 5-year long mission to explore things. So you're going on an adventure. And I feel like some of the Star Treks got so serious and bogged down with some of whatever they were trying to say that you forgot. This is Star Trek. We're trekking across the universe. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Give me the adventure and escapism. If you can't have that in your series and make it fun, then you've missed something about Star Trek. And that's what this does. Nice. Also, the captain has the best damn head of hair ever, and I want it.
Who is that? Who is that dude?
What is his name?
Is it Anson Mount?
Yeah, might be.
Because he was in...
yeah, Anson Mount. Yeah.
Hell or High Water? Is that what that was? No. What was
it is. It's Anson Mount. And Chris, there's a musical episode in Strange New Worlds that is so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the crossover one?
Yeah, that's the crossover one.
Okay. I think you talked about it at one point.
Yeah, there was a crossover with Lower Decks that was excellent. I don't know if that was the same one. It might have been a different episode.
Oh,
but the musical was great. Yeah. Okay. Incorporated into the story as well.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, the movie I was thinking, sorry, the show is Hell on Wheels where he was
yeah.
Cullen Bohannon, and I love that show. That was so good.
Yeah, but Anson Mount, his hairstyle in this,
It's really good, right?
I man envy hairstyle. Yeah, if you go to the hairdresser, they will know what it is.
Oh, I say Crowded Room was whack. Crowded Room, yeah. I didn't finish it because
you knew.
I figured it out like in the second episode, I think, and I just from there I lost interest, which didn't detract. I mean, I shouldn't have, but yeah, I don't know. Last Airbender, Netflix. Your name is not Netflix. Your name is Ruben. You have seen. I mean, you've watched the anime and everything else, right?
I am busy watching. I'm doing the same thing as Bunny Jojo. I'm watching the original animation because I saw the trailer. I was like, damn, that was so good. The story, man, good Lord, it was emotional. I'm right back in it. I don't know if that's a good decision by me because I might be comparing it too much. It literally comes out in like a week or so, right?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. Now, for me, I enjoyed the M. Night Shyamalan movie for what it was because I have zero connection to the thing.
Shut up with that.
I have zero connection to the content. Like, I don't know. The Aang is the little dude with the arrow on his head.
To be fair, I watched the trailer for the Netflix one, and I am still worried about it because they still have lost the joy that Aang has. And that was my biggest issue with Shyamalan's one. It was so serious. But the animated version, the kid is so flamboyant and full of life and funny. Yeah. Oh. And I just didn't get that from the trailer for Netflix either.
Yeah, well, there was an article that had come out, I don't know, a week or two ago, talking about how they were condensing a lot of the series. Like they were cutting out things, and that was raising eyebrows for a bunch of people. Because they were like,
they better do 3 seasons.
Of the show.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's 3 seasons. Each season is a book, and there's a number of stories you have to incorporate to get that those emotional moments only work if you have them in. You can't just skip to it and expect us to care.
And it's curious too because we watched Luffy.
Yeah.
One Piece.
One Piece, yeah.
Okay.
Luffy!
And how they spent so much time like going back and getting it right.
Yeah.
To then have series that come after that where they're like, no, we're not going to that was successful. We're not going to use that as a roadmap. We're going to take what we did with Cowboy Bebop and we're going to do that. Good choice. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Great description of Strange New Worlds. Star Trek Legacy. I don't know one.
Isn't Star Trek Legacy with Michelle Yeoh? I thought that was still happening.
No.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chris. Oh, okay, cool. You froze for a second. I thought your battery had gone. Yeah, but you're good. You're back. Don't do that. Stop. You stop that.
The head of hair is gorgeous. Yeah, he does have a great. Anson Mount has a great hair show. He went that way. I don't know what that movie is or show. Have you heard of it?
Never heard of it. Yeah,
I haven't either.
You can move on. I'll look it up.
Okay. How much do you guys watch a day? Yes. It depends. Typically a lot, especially at night. I will come home from work and watch, 4 or 6 hours of stuff sometimes, depending on what I have to do. Saturdays and Sundays, I tend to watch less, just because we're doing this. And then Sundays, I just sleep in and
veg or do like garden work.
We Herkle-Durkle now, which is a new term I learned
I'm sorry,
Scotland. Herkle-Durkle. It's where you lounge in bed.
Oh, nice.
All
I like that. Herkle-Durkle. Yeah.
Absolutely. I am a pro at that. Did you find out what...
yeah, I did. He Went That Way is a thriller film that came out recently with Zachary Quinto and Jacob Elordi. I have seen it around, actually. It's got a really low Metascore.
I saw a trailer for that as I was going through Amazon, I think, yesterday, and I was like, "Huh, maybe."
I like
And then-
Zachary.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not as big of a fan of Jacob after he had his. He talked about how he didn't like the kissing booth stuff, so disparaging is where he basically became famous for. Cuckoo from Neon.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
See, this is great because
Yeah,
we always get new stuff. Cuckoo.
Strange New or Seven Deadly Sins. Is it a complete arc?
It will be. They've dropped 11 episodes, and then the next bunch they're dropping is the conclusion for the season. So I don't know if it's the whole arc, but it's definitely a season. It feels like there's many seasons to complete the arc, so I wouldn't count your animation chickens before they hatch. Cuckoo is about a 17-year-old girl who is forced to move with her family to a resort where things are not what they seem, and stars Hunter Schafer, Jessica Henwick, Dan Stevens, Martin Kuss. I haven't heard about it, but it sounds interesting.
What's it on?
It's a movie. I don't know that it's on anything. Expected July, so not out yet.
Oh, from Neon. I got you. The studio.
The distributing
Yes.
studio, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh, cool. Well, you have to add that to the list to make sure you see when it comes out. Let's see. Biggest issue with the Last Airbender movie was they crammed season 1 into 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if it's again though, I didn't.
No, Chris.
Anything. Okay, I'll shut up. One Piece of Strangely Good series. I enjoyed that too. Again, having no context for anything.
Yeah, I thought One Piece was very good, and the fans enjoyed it as well. Like fans who had watched the One Piece series. So
yeah,
that was great.
Yeah. Strange New Worlds, enjoying it. The Pet Monkey and the Serial Killer. I'm sorry, I'm looking for. He went that way. Pet Monkey and the. I don't know if it has a pet monkey in it, but the serial killer part, yes, that's what. Yeah, I went that way. Favorite Indian Bollywood movie for me, RRR. Absolutely loved that one. I really loved Pathan, also, and Master. And what was it, Vikram? A lot of the recent.
What's the one with the fight sequence on the train?
That's Pathan.
That's Pathan. Yeah, I really like, but I feel like Pathan's more rewatchable than RRR because I actually find RRR quite depressing. It's quite heavy in places.
It is heavy in places.
Yeah, and I can't handle that too much. Like my wife and I would we've watched this twice, but this is heavy going, man. But Pathan, true escapism, absolutely 90s blockbuster, but with singing and that. Yes.
The helicopter scene at the beginning and the
so good.
Love it.
Ridiculous, but so
absolutely.
good.
Who cares? Yeah. Though, yeah. Well, and that's the same with that fight scene with the motorcycle gang in Vikram, where he's got that I think is it that tool or something, and we watch him. I mean, it's like a one shot almost, and the camera's flying around, and love it. Look, thank you. We we love it, so that makes it worth it. But yeah, okay. Oh, so it was good. Okay, that's He Went That Way.
Okay, cool.
Don't understand the hatred for Halo.
I agree.
Yeah, escapism is what we need a lot of the time, right?
I need escapism more. 90% escapism, 10% real stuff is fine.
Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah, you had this on your list last week.
Yeah, but I didn't love it. I thought it had issues. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Life of Pi count as an Indian cinema? I don't know.
Certainly isn't.
It has a. I mean, isn't
it an Indian book? It
might be.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Certainly a visual, entertaining ride.
Gully Boy. Oh.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
I kind of want to watch that.
Yeah. Escapism can't be a chore. Yes, please. No. Yeah. Escapism. It has to be fun. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I feel. What I feel I'm at with the Fast and Furious movies now. it feels like a chore to watch. So.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Tiger 3.
I really want to watch Tiger 3.
Yeah, I do.
That's
too.
on my list to watch for sure.
Well, because when Tiger showed up in the train scene, I'm like, I don't know who this
Dude,
is.
the
But
people that
everybody
went
around
wild.
me knew who that was.
I was like, who is he? Yeah, I need to watch that.
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. That is Life of written by a Canadian. Is it? Huh. Okay. Cool. This must be Merry Christmas
must
an
be the
Indian
Indian film.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. And then The Crow's Egg was favorite Indian movie. I've not
Never heard
that
of that
one. No.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Let's dive back in to the best thing we watched. Sorry, I just got to write down a time code here. So for me, I saw this in the movie theater 2 nights ago because they didn't have a screening near me. And not everybody's digging on this movie. It does have its issues. But like we were talking about with escapism, you can't discount the emotion and the feeling that you get from the movie. Lisa Frankenstein. All right.
Man, I'm so jealous you've had this early.
Because when do you guys get it?
March? 1st of March, same day as June 2 arrives.
Oh, well, that's just going to obliterate this.
It's just like, what? Nobody's going to go watch that if June 2's out.
Yeah, what the crap?
Anyway, tell me about this film.
So it's a reimagining of
Mary
the
Shelley's
Frankenstein story.
Yeah,
it kind of reminded me a tiny bit of Life After Beth also.
Okay.
Because what we have is this girl, she's a loner kind of thing. We get a little bit of her backstory. She hangs out at a cemetery a lot. There's some weird lightning, a weird storm happens, and this dude comes back to life. He follows her, finds her, he's gross. And it's watching her transition and him transition. So she is becoming more confident, more just sure of who she is and who she wants to be. He is becoming more human again, more alive. Like he's alive, but he's gross and he's decomposed and he's got, it's an offbeat comedy. It's with romance in there as well. It's predictable. I didn't care. There are issues like
fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. That was the thing. Like the beginning is a little messy. It takes a bit to find its footing and figure out kind of where it wants to go. And then once it does, it's bizarre in all the right ways. It's not overly gory, but it is gory in spots. It's got some violence. It's got like cheeky humor. Catherine Newton plays Lisa, and she is wonderful in this. I mean, so much fun. She embodies this. What is the best way to say? I don't even like. Take somebody. Just imagine somebody who goes to the beat of their own drum all the time. And that's kind of who she is. Okay. And it was just like she killed it. Cole Sprouse plays the creature. And he doesn't have speaking parts. He just has to grunt some and then kind of make facial expressions. Yeah. And dude, so good at what he's doing there. I mean, it was amazing because you feel what he's feeling. He made me laugh even though he didn't speak. Just all these things. It takes place in the late 80s, so the aesthetic is just...
It's perfect for that kind of neon clothing vibe.
Yeah. It's you have some weird family dynamics, which really work. It's not laugh out loud funny all the time. So don't, when I had a blast watching it. My wife and I, we're sitting there and we chuckled a lot, smirked and were amused. I mean, I laughed out loud sometimes, but at the end of it, it was like, you know what? I really had fun with this. And that's what it should be, right? I mean, I went to the movies. I shucked out a chunk of change.
You shucked out?
I shucked out a chunk. Okay. I paid.
I used moolah.
Yes, exactly. And so I think, I mean, you can see where the trajectory of the film goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a big deal. If that bothers you, then, then this is probably not the film for you anyway. I got a little bit of Edward Scissorhands vibe from it.
I can see that. I got that from the trailer, so yeah.
Yeah, and it's mostly because of Cole Sprouse and his, the stiff walking and the not talking and just kind of the gray look and stuff like that.
Flatulent man.
The what?
The flatulent man.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Daniel Radcliffe comes down at some point. No, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Carlo Gugino has a small role in this.
Really? Dude, okay.
Like I said in my review, she understands the assignment and just goes for it.
Right.
I mean, she is not likable, and yet she just grabs onto the late '80s aesthetic and goes for it. It is just, oh my gosh, it's all gross and cringy, and the settings, the set design, the costumes, chef's kiss, just perfect.
Catherine Newton's in Abigail this year as well.
Is she really?
She is.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So good year for her.
Yeah, it is. What's her buckets in? What's her bucket? Melissa Cabrera. Melissa, is that her?
I don't know what her bucket is.
From Scream. She's in Abigail also.
Oh yeah, what's her bucket? Yeah.
Yeah. See,
from the Netflix series. Are we not talking about the same bucket?
No, Scream.
Scream. Yeah, Scream 1 or Scream 7?
No, 5 and 6. The protagonist, our main
protagonist. Dude. Yeah, so not Neve Campbell.
No.
Not Courtney Cox.
No, the one who was just canceled for supporting Palestine and going against genocide.
Flip.
Isn't it Melissa Cabrero?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. You're not talking about the Netflix Gothic series.
Not Wednesday. No, not Christina Ricci.
Not Wednesday. Not Christina Ricci. The other actress that did the dance, the main one. Wednesday. What's her name?
Oh, Jenna
Ortega. That's in Scream.
Yes. Melissa Barrera, not Cabrero. Melissa Barrera. I don't even know who Cabrero is, but Melissa Barrera. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That was like
Let's move on.
The brainiest brain fart ever.
Yeah, that was. Golly, I wish we would have edited that out had we not been.
This is why live is great.
Yeah, because you get to see the idiocy of Chris. Okay, go to this. Slow Horses favorite series. Slow Horses is spectacular. Yes. Anyone watch? Did we watch The Moor?
We watched it on Fright Fest. I don't think it's out yet.
I saw that too, because that's the one where they go into the bogs, right?
So good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That ending?
Yeah. So good.
It's not out yet, I think. That's the thing.
I don't think it's out yet. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, that is
definitely
it's worth it. It's weird.
Worth finding it when you get to it.
Yeah. Zone of Interest. I have not seen that, and I'm hesitant to see it. So
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Railway Man. Real life event. If we like Chernobyl, which okay.
All right.
I've not heard of Railway Men, but that or Railway Man, but that sounds good, especially if it's like Chernobyl. Life After Beth. Yeah, it was funny. It was weird. Aubrey Plaza did a really great job. Literally adding Lisa Frank. Nice. Right on. Yes, because it's fun. I hope you get to see it, because it's outstanding. Yeah. Wednesday vibes. Yeah, it has a little bit of that, but this is more its own thing. So, yeah, she was great and freaky. Exactly.
Yes.
She takes a lot of that sentimentality, like that fun that she had and that quirkiness, and brings it here and then amps it way up.
He was so good as well, acting as her, Vince Vaughn.
Oh my gosh,
He was so good. That femininity that he brought to the character, so good.
Yeah.
And he was giant, like he's massive.
That's
massive dude.
It's so good.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah, would have played her. Yeah, this is true. I bet Christina Ricci probably would have played Lisa Frankenstein. Yeah,
Probably. Yeah.
So yeah, awesome. Okay. Do we have? Oh, we have more comments. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with everything. How's the Fourth Wing book?
Yeah, so I haven't started reading yet. Is the answer. My reading week is this week. Actually, I had planned to do a whole week of reading this week, so
Nice.
that'll be my first. I know there's a part 2. I've heard really good things, so I'll let you know next week. You can catch us on the live. Yeah.
Cool. Yep, definitely got the Tim Burton vibe. It has that, yes. I didn't realize though that Zelda Frankenstein. That is not her name.
Nice.
Zelda Williams.
That's a movie I want to see.
Right? Yeah, Legend of Zelda and Frankenstein. Dude, go for it. Zelda Williams. It didn't even occur to me that is Robin Williams' daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Nope,
Okay.
didn't know. I found that out yesterday. I was like, oh my,
Oh, wow.
cool. Okay. So yeah, yep. Tim Burton. Prefer weekly releases or all at once?
Depends on the series.
It does, but I'm still going to go more often than not towards binge,
Right.
just because of, and that's the personal watching. The amount.
I think
that
that
we
helps
do.
us for reviews. Yeah.
Yeah, because we watch so much stuff that if it comes out weekly, I get behind, and then it just.
But I'm really enjoying watching my weekly anime. So at the moment, I'm watching Mashle, Might and Magic, and Solo Leveling every week. And it's like every Saturday. It's like a really fun thing to look forward to. I do like a double anime helping. It's like, yeah, I know it's time for anime. Yeah, so I remember looking forward to on a Friday night with the family watching MacGyver, Knight Rider, A-Team, those
X-Files.
weekly. Yeah, X-Files, yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Game of Thrones even, that was a weekly kind of worldly. Yeah. Tune in for
Definitely.
penises and mayhem. Yeah. Death and boobies.
Have you seen a fun series from Down Under on the Barbie? Sorry, I apologize. I won't do that anymore.
They made
Wanted.
Australia into a series, and that was cool.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Wanted. I don't think.
No, I've not heard of Wanted. No.
How many shows do we watch in a week?
Too many.
A lot. It depends on the week, honestly. But the average is probably 3 series and 4 movies. Wow. And that's even if we don't review all of them, you know.
Yeah, I don't do that many. I'm very picky now with what I watch because I can't handle it anymore. I think you do get to a place where you're like, what are you watching? Are you doing it out of fun or enjoyment, or is it because you just want to get content out? So I got to choose now. So I do a lot of anime. I do a lot of world cinema. I think you like your world cinema as well, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So cool. Okay, let's dive in. We are woefully behind in our time to try and stay at 2 hours here. But Ruben, what's next on your list?
I don't need to talk about this one, so we can just skip to yours.
Oh, okay. I'm going to hit this up then very quickly.
Okay.
Because some people have been asking about why didn't we review it or talk about it or anything, and it's Netflix's Griselda with Sofia Vergara. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've watched almost all of it. I think I have one episode left, and she does a phenomenal job in this. It's about the Griselda Blanca.
She's like a mafia lady or something?
Drug dealer.
Drug lady,
The series opens up with a quote from, was it El Chapo? from somebody who was like, the only man I've ever been afraid of is a woman, Griselda Blanca, and it's like, ooh, that lets you know she is.
Yeah,
hardcore. Now she went through a lot of makeup and stuff to transform, but she's so good in this. I mean, because she's a mom, and we watch her struggling in all of the complications that she runs into, from being betrayed by family or friends, or just betrayed by colleagues, no honor among thieves type of thing. But dude, don't piss this woman off, because she, like, wow. And she becomes brutal, but I love too that before she gets to that absolute brutality stage, we watch the moral dilemmas that she has. Like, she sits there and hyperventilates because she's talking to somebody about killing not only a guy, but now there's a wife and child there, and they can't leave witnesses.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm a mother myself. I can't do this, but yet I can't let this person live. And then there's witness, you know what I mean? And so she does such a great job at displaying that. Like, you feel everything that she's feeling and how just conflicted she is with it. It's a great series. So yeah, I recommend it.
Okay.
Check it out.
Nice.
So we'll hit up 2 comments really quick. Watching a lot of TV shows, just to the movie and yep. How do I stop it? Don't stop it. Embrace it.
Why would you want to stop?
Yeah, no. Griselda is in mostly English, but some Spanish too, just because that's their culture.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you have anime that you?
No, we're talking about anime in our Patreon. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we watched a movie together. Mm-hmm. Then we'll just transition to that. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. We watched Wonka with Timothy
Chalamet. Yeah, we both hadn't seen this, so
I still haven't seen all of it.
Okay, I watched it with my wife last night.
Okay.
We got some chocolate, some candy specifically for it. Nice excuse. Okay. I do want to touch on that comment, the last one. So I'll come back to it. No, it just came out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start it. Yeah.
And so I thought it was fine. I actually really liked the fact that I could understand what was being sung in the musical numbers. So I could hear clearly what was being said. And I have a big issue with a lot of musicals, which is why I don't like some of them. I think it sounds nice, but I can't hear what they're saying. That was a big issue for me from that one that you guys love. You and Fro, another one of our Patreon. You guys love that musical. It's on Disney Plus at the moment. Hamilton, yeah. I was like, if I don't understand what they're singing about, then it just sounds like pretty noise. So I didn't need to have the subtitles up or anything, and I thought that was great. I thought Chalamet did a good job at creating almost his own Wonka character, which is, I'm glad he did, because had he tried to copy the original, I don't think it would have worked. I actually think you could do a trilogy of his own now. So you could do this one, do another like a remake of Wonka, at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then do the Glass Elevator. I would love to see the Glass Elevator represented. I think that's a much better story. I've read the book and I thought it was excellent. But it's also very generic. It's also kind of boring. It's also much more contained than I expected it to be. I expected it to be much more open and more magics. Some things, like, you can't take it seriously in the world of like the lore that they're creating, because there's sometimes they were like doing magic and they was like, how do I get out of this? I got to use manholes. And it's like, but you literally have magic sweets. Like, could you not use whatever magic you're using? You know? All right, fine. I thought the Oompa Loompa was hilarious. I loved Hugh Grant in this. This is so funny. I thought it really worked.
I have an hour left of a 2-hour movie.
Have you seen him do the Oompa Loompa dance yet?
No, I have not. We're an hour in, and I have not gotten to an Oompa Loompa yet.
Is he so good?
Now, here's the thing, too. I was enjoying Timothée Chalamet's performance. I agree, too, with you about the singing. The words, I can understand the words. He's very...
Articulate?
Yes, thank you. That's the word.
Or enunciation.
Yes, that also. He enunciates very, very well and clearly, so that he's still singing and still having fun, and it's quirky, but you get to you can actually understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I thought the visuals were pretty good. There's some of it that reminded me of a Netflix movie, and I can't remember. It was about a toy maker or something like that, where the opening scene where he's gathering everybody and he's walking in, that whole just first singing number and stuff like that. For me, I think really the biggest downside, the reason I was struggling so much, is that it just felt flat all the way through. Like the movie didn't feel largely dynamic. Like there weren't big moments and then smaller moments to grab my attention or to hold. It was just kind of there the whole time.
I can see that.
I think the cast did wonderfully. I mean, Olivia Colman.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. And then the dude with the veneers in his mouth, and he's hard like this, and he's monster sized too. And when Wonka has him get into the tells him to seduce
shorts.
her basically with his later O's, and oh my gosh, it was great. I mean, so it's not like it was it wasn't a bad movie. It was just it failed to grab hold of me. I think
Interesting.
that's where
it made me happy.
It didn't make me happy, but it also didn't make me depressed. It was just kind of there. Like it was wallpaper almost. So I don't know if it was, maybe it caught me in a weird mood.
Maybe.
But it was just like, it was happening around me.
Okay.
I was struggling. I don't know. I mean, I would still say Timothée Chalamet killed it. Like, phenomenal.
I do feel like we got ripped off in the story a little bit because it felt very much like Annie and Oliver combined.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't know what I would rank it. I'd probably give it like a 3 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't since I got
You can't because you haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Juice, thank you for joining us. Sleep well.
Good night, Juice.
All right. You wanted to go back to this comment.
One
day on Netflix?
One day on Netflix. I haven't seen the whole lot because it's flipping 14 episodes. And like, I was like, what? It is based on a very much loved book. But I did want to say I watched, I think, 5-6 episodes of it. So a good chunk. And I was really amazed at the world building of the characters. So it's a love story that spans many years. And you start off at a point where they're finishing university. It's, I think, is it one of the prestigious ones, like Oxford or something? Very, very, very English. And so you have two walks of life. One character who is like this woman that's very artsy and she wants to go do something with her life that's like very profound and is going to change the world, that sort of thing. And then you have this young man that is a very rich family and he comes from that very rich posh side and he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life. He's just going to go and visit different countries and be on holiday for a long time. And that's kind of how their relationship starts. And they're very opposite end of the scale and you think they're going to fall in love, but they're so different. And they're so different from walks like that immediately brings about a sort of clash of this is not really going to work. And so what you have is like through time seeing what they get up to in their life, but also how they cross paths. And it starts off like writing letters, postcards, and it gets more like they see each other for weekends over the years. And it's a really big epic of a life of two people falling in love. So I don't know where it's going to end, but so far I'm just really enamored by the filmmaking for one, and the acting is incredible. Very, very entertaining. Like I do want to finish it.
Is it depressing?
Not so far. No.
Okay.
No.
I for whatever reason, and I don't even know why, I thought that maybe it had something similar or similar vibe to that Netflix series From Scratch, which was excellent, and yet it was devastating. Like,
yeah,
I
no,
mean,
this is not that at the moment.
Okay.
It's like dysfunctional families, dysfunctional friends, dysfunctional relationships, but just it's like a slice of life in bits, like in moments. But it's not disjointed. You feel like you're kind of watching what they go through. So it's very interesting. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Andrew, have you seen any of that? Let us know what you thought.
I haven't yet. Oh, are you asking Anju?
I was asking Andrew. Yeah.
Okay.
I figured you hadn't seen any yet.
Yeah, I haven't. 3 solid shorter series: Sherwood, The Victim, and The Tower. I don't think I've heard of any of these.
Sherwood, is that the British Robin Hood series?
Oh, it might be. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
The Tower. The Tower sounds familiar. Oh no, I'm thinking The Man in the High Tower.
2 shocking and unexpected murders shatter an already fractured community, leading to one of the largest manhunts in British history. That's Sherwood, so not at all
Okay, that's right up my alley.
Yeah, definitely sounds like what you would like.
Yes.
And what did they say? The Tower.
The Tower, and then The Victim.
Another BBC TV series. After a long-serving cop and teenage girl fall to their deaths from a London tower block, Detective Sarah Collins investigates the dark heart of policing. I actually think I've seen a couple of these episodes, and I remember thinking it's very good. I don't know why I stopped watching it.
Oh, well, and then The Victim, another. It's from BBC One. Mother seeks the whereabouts of her son's killer after he's released from prison, unleashing a series of events that surface tragic memories and unexpected consequences. So I've got 3 British murder mysteries. Yeah, that's
You love those so much.
I'm good to go there. That is so exciting. Okay, well, thank you for that. Let's see, how many seasons does a show have to have for you to want to watch it?
Good question.
That is a good question.
If it's a big fantasy world building one, I would like 3, 2 minimum, I think. Because I know, like with Netflix, once they start down the fantasy route and they just start with the origins of the characters rather than just jumping straight in, they'll probably cancel it.
Anju has not seen it yet.
Okay.
But Ruben, 7 Seas drama. Read the book, watched the movie, so won't watch it, but I remember enjoying the book. I don't know the context.
Probably talking about One Day.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Paul King really nailed a movie. Felt like it really a Roald Dahl landscape.
Olivia Colman was like the twits. I see that.
Nice.
That's talking about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Wonka.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, Paul King. Who's Paul King? Why does that?
That's probably the big guy.
Oh, is that his name? I
don't know.
I'm looking him up.
Okay.
Oh, he directed Wonka.
Well, that would be why.
He also directed Paddington and Paddington 2.
Oh, well, then why didn't you love Wonka?
I don't know. That
I think it was your mood, Chris.
maybe. He also, though, directed 2 episodes of Space Force, so there is that.
Okay.
Just leave that right there.
I'll just counter with this.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Are you excited for 3 Body Problem? Yes.
Yes, very much so.
I'm reading the book right now, which is probably a stupid thing to do.
That's probably a stupid thing to do. I'm not going to read the book first.
The book is dense. Also, when it starts out with a whole list of characters. No, it's not. The first book is not. It's not massive. It's like, when I say dense, I mean it's like there's a lot of information and a lot of like names and character building and what's going on. Even though so far it feels kind of easy to follow, but there's time jumps also, and so it's Yeah. The Kettering incident. Why have was that on Apple? Doesn't that one sound familiar? The Kettering incident. I want to say that was on Apple. Are you looking that up?
Elizabeth Debicki. Dr. Anna Mackey finds herself inexplicably linked to a disappearance of two girls 15 years apart. Well,
what's it on? Does it say?
A Foxtail original drama, so no idea.
Okay. I'm going to look that up, though, because I've heard of that. It sounds very familiar.
But it's Elizabeth Debicki.
Debicki?
So,
yeah, I like her.
Fantastic actress, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
thank you. I hope you enjoy them. That's, yeah, it's great. And then Ken, don't forget to check out Ken.
Yeah, Kin's very good. I've seen that, yeah. That's just a movie, though, right? If it's the one I'm thinking of.
I don't know. Well, it says like Gangs of London.
Oh, maybe not.
I saw Ken. There was a sci-fi one with Ken.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so there's an original AMC Plus series called Kin.
Okay, nice. Well, I do love Gangs of London.
Fictional Dublin family. Oh, okay.
Shall we hit up the thing that didn't make our list?
Sure.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah, okay. There's a new genre of action movies that I think people might love. So I feel like Jason Statham's almost started this off with the Beehive, where he's like that guy, retired special best of guy who's now become what do you call them? What is a beehivist? There's a specific word for it, but whatever. He looks after bees. Yeah, the beekeeper.
Okay.
I know there's a word like for it, but anyway.
Oh, there's different.
Yeah, no, there's a specific word. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so this film, I'm building up to it, so I don't give it away. This film has actors I like in it. An ex-CIA is reactivated when an extortionist targets the agency. Okay, we have Aaron Eckhart and Nina Dobrev, Clinton Collins Jr., Tim Blake Nelson, a number of others you will recognize.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, this sounds good. So it's called The Bricklayer. So basically...
Sorry. Just... Go ahead.
The thing is, there are actually some really good action sequences in this. And I might have enjoyed it more than The Beekeeper. But it just cracks me up because there's also another movie that has come out or is recently come out that is like The Bricklayer, and it's, I don't know what it's called. Oh my gosh.
Candlestick Maker?
No. It's on, I think it was on Prime Movies. And it has basically it's another, like a spade or a, it's another it's another job that you would do similar to bricklaying. So basically we're gonna have a whole bunch of films that are of ex-CIA guys who are doing another job. This one's called The Bricklayer. This other one I saw, I can't remember what it was. It's obviously like gone straight out, but it was like another tool. And the tool that's used here for bricklaying is the, what do you call the
trowel?
smoother? Yeah, the trowel. I'll have to change my battery in a second. Yeah. But yeah, so the trowel is used as a weapon because he brings his tools with him as he's activated for some whatever reason. And as he's got to get the bad guys, he kills them in the throat and the action sequences with the trowel. Yeah.
Is it one of those pointy ones?
Yeah, it's the pointy ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and so there's some really fun action sequences in that. However, the story is generic as you like, and it's so predictable. and some of it is just laughable. And when I say there's good action sequences, there is, but the editor must have been the editor from Liam Neeson's Taken 3.
Oh.
You know when Liam Neeson is trying to jump over the fence, right? And there's literally 13 different angles. You get a lot of that in here. And I'm like, I literally have seen this is choreographed because all the shots are there and they look like they're very good at what they're doing. So why have you given me 12 shots for this one? I'm going to take your gun apart, but I'm going to show it to you in 7 different angles. I'm like, what is going on?
That is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry, the Bricklayer, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah, the Bricklayer. Go and watch that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay. You going to change your battery?
Yeah, changing battery.
Oh, he changed his battery. Okay, so while Ruben does that, because he won't even hear this, we've gotten screeners for the new Apple TV series Constellation, and is it worth starting? I do have screeners for it. I have not started it yet. I have. So I can't. What? I don't know. Ruben was talking about something. Oh, there he goes. See, he's
I am back, and I have started it.
Okay. You have started Constellation?
Yeah. Yes, I have, yeah. I think the embargo's up, right? I can talk about it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me double check. Yeah, Constellation has that actress who I really like.
Okay, fair enough.
That, what's her face from the Thingamacallit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Naomi Rapace?
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah.
It's that one. The episodes are quite long.
Okay.
And I don't know what to make of it because it's very... How do I explain this? It's very in your head. So you don't know what's real and what's not. So something happens to our main protagonist. Literally, the first episode is called The Wounded Angel. The embargo has lifted on February 9th. Okay, cool. So let me just check how many episodes. There are 8. They're all about an hour. I think we've seen the first 4. So something happens on a space station. She has to come down in an emergency. And then she basically has to explain what happened. And she experiences life in different moments. It feels like a sort of Christopher Nolan messing with reality type series. Now, it's done very well, but I never know what's real or what's in her head. And I find it quite frustrating to watch. Because I need a little bit of answers for me to keep watching, for me to care. Because it's very slow. So I don't mind slow burning, and the acting's good. The filmmaking's excellent. It's very weird and creepy in places, but they're not really telling me anything. They're not giving me anything, which is why I haven't gone back to finish it yet. Because I was like, ugh, I've got other stuff, and so I'm not sure. I'm on the fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, okay, mine. For the thing that did not make my list.
Not make your list, okay.
Yeah,
is it as good as the Bricklayer?
No, probably not. It's a documentary. It was on Max. It was called "They Called Him Mostly Harmless." It's about this trail hiker that his trail name was Mostly Harmless.
Right.
Everybody gets kind of a trail name. I guess you get to choose your own, or people give it to you, whatever. He's found dead, and nobody knows who he is. I mean, they only knew him by his trail name, and investigators can't find it out. And so this is all about the internet sleuths hopping on this. Now, that in and of itself would not be a bad thing. The characters that we get, though, and I call them characters because it is narcissistic. It is gross at how self-centered they turn this investigation and why they take part in the investigation. I mean, you got one of them who's moderating a chat board and gets butthurt because somebody else wants to also take, some of the questions.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm in charge of this. I'm doing that. Oh, shut up. And so what happens is the case itself kind of gets lost, and we learn more or hear more from these internet sleuths. Now, to their credit, they do make some discoveries. So they do actually succeed at some things. So that's, good for them, and that's awesome. But to watch a documentary that starts off with a missing, or not a missing person, an unknown person, and trying to figure this out, to then focus more on the people doing the investigation versus what the investigation actually is. It was, luckily it was a movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it has interesting moments to it, but this is definitely not one that you put at the top of your list to go, yes, this is what we want. Let's go for it. So,
yeah, that definitely sounds like a miss, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. T Styles, sweet. Glad that you got us on the live there. Awesome. Appreciate the the thumbs up and the love in our reviews. That's outstanding. You guys prefer limited series or series shows? Right now,
that's a good question.
Limited series, I think, because they keep canceling things.
Yeah, it's a clear ending, so we know that we're not going to be left hanging, which is a big deal at the moment.
Mostly Harmless. Yeah, it had potential. It did, and then no, it pooped all over that potential.
The poopy.
The poopy. Yes. Okay. We're coming up to our 2-hour mark. Should we rush through?
Do you want to do news or what we're looking forward to?
I have 3 things of news if we want to talk about those really quick.
Yeah, let's go for those quick.
Do you have a bunch of news or any news?
I'm not sure. I got some news, but I don't know how many I have.
Okay. Sorry, oops. I'm trying to type as well. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Coyote versus Acme. That's that that movie.
That's literally my first piece of news.
Oh, okay.
Brilliant.
So
okay.
Now, that's the one that Warner Brothers was shopping around because they didn't want to make it, which I don't understand because it's a Warner Brothers property. It's freaking Looney Tunes.
It's made. It's completed.
It is. Well, that also. But now they're going to shelve it and delete it forever. So they're going to take a movie that they made and they're going to just eradicate it from everything. So now the Wrap had reported that Warner Brothers, they wanted $75 to $80 million for the film, and they rejected offers from Netflix, Amazon, and Paramount, and then refused to let them counteroffer.
I don't understand the thinking. So if they've already got their money from taking it off, if they're going to delete it, that means they're not going to get anything for it. So surely they should take what they could get from either Amazon or Netflix.
Well, see, if the movie, say, costs $100 million and they
get 50,
they lose 50 there. But if they just delete it, they, to the best of my knowledge,
they can write off the whole lot
as 100,000 or 100 million. Yeah.
Jeez.
And this is a scary thing that we're watching more and more streaming platforms do.
It's shocking. Yeah. I sent you an article this week, didn't I? About, I think it was Paramount Plus, now added to the Netflix and whatever else, HBO, that are just removing movies and TV series to never exist again because it's saving them money.
It's disgusting. And it should be, like I saw somebody said, it should be fraud. Because it really should be that, you got this money and made the movie. So it's not like you can't put it out. So you shouldn't be able to write it off also then. So anyway, yeah. Did you have other news?
Yeah. Bob Iger says output of content is being reduced at Marvel Studios with focus on some of its stronger franchises. Yeah, welcome to the discussion, Bob. Thanks for noticing. Flippin' heck, man.
Well, also, though, they laid off LucasArts, like pretty much the entire staff, because they're making video games that people like. So the current generation
I don't understand what's happening.
Is spending
so
time
confused.
playing these video games.
Yeah.
And because it's popular and I don't know. I read the article 3 times or something, and I'm like, I don't even...
What are you talking about?
I don't even understand. Yeah, no, it was bizarre. It was like, what the heck? Let's see here. This is gonna make you happy. It made me happy. Okay. So you liked Prey, the Predator movie, yeah?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a new Predator movie is in development, and it's
When's
called
it set?
Badlands. It is set in the future.
Oh, wow.
Dan Trachtenberg, who directed Prey, is writing or co-writing and directing.
Okay.
And it is not a sequel to Prey. It's
Good.
just in the...
Another standalone in that universe. Genius move.
Exactly. And they're looking to possibly cast another female as our lead protagonist, which I think is great.
Go for it.
Yeah.
She was fantastic. It was so interesting. There's so much they could do with that universe, with individual stories like that. No need to have them all connected.
No, they don't. It's just, it's an alien coming through and destroying people. Yeah. And then Christian Bale, Maggie Gyllenhaal has a new movie that's coming out. It's untitled yet.
Okay.
But Christian Bale has been cast as Frankenstein. So my guess is it has something to do with monsters.
Okay. Cool.
But
just wanted to shout out T Styles. Thanks for the super sticker there. That's very cool.
Oh, that is fun. Yes.
We love the support. That's really great.
Yes, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, I can see the sticker. It's jumping up and down and like doing jumping jacks, and that's too much exercise for me. No, I love it.
Nice.
You love documentaries. T Styles loves documentaries. Do you have more reviews coming for documentaries? Yes.
I've got one coming soon as well.
Do you have one?
For Netflix. I just got the screeners. I'm very excited about it because it looks wrong in so many levels, which is the best. It's a limited series. It's a British limited series. It's called Can I Tell You a Secret?
Yes.
Have you got that? Yeah.
I think I've asked for it. I don't think I have it yet.
Yeah. It looks really interesting. Messed up, but really interesting.
Exactly, yeah. On Netflix, what was it? American Nightmare? A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, that one was really good. There was I watched this week. I also watched another documentary. Oh, Lover Stalker Killer. That one. I think you see it coming after it's been in there for a little bit, after it's been playing. But good gravy. It is. It's twisted. And it's so good there. Yeah. Let's see here. Mr. Flickster, he's got Disney Plus removed 3 original movies. Yep. Timmy Failure, Flora and Ulysses, and then the one and only Ivan. I think Flora and Ulysses, that came back like you could buy it or rent it on Prime.
Hilarious.
Which is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. But that's and that was a good one too. That was very cute. I don't know if anybody saw that, but a girl and a squirrel. And it was
Wasn't that an original Disney movie?
Yeah. No, that's what is. Yeah, that's the point. That
it's not like content they've bought, like licensed extra. It's their content.
Yeah.
It's just mental that they are taking that stuff away.
Yeah, just like Coyote versus Acme. Same thing. Yeah. Hijack. Yes, it was meant to be a limited series.
I really don't think we should get a second season.
I don't think we should get a second season also. I think this is a misstep by Apple. And I love Idris Elba.
Yes, I know.
Like love Idris Elba. Would push my grandmother out of the way to go meet him. And that's okay because she's dead. But
I'm just going to jump back into the news before we carry on with the comments.
Yes, please do.
Okay. This came out of nowhere. Moana 2 is releasing this year.
November,
Like,
right?
Nobody knew this was getting made, and it's like, here we go.
Well, and like everybody else has been commenting, thank you that this is coming out before a live action is.
Yes,
Like, let's
thank goodness.
avoid the live action
Altogether.
Yes, completely, completely. Ugh. So
I just want, this is a recommendation for everybody in the world who likes Star Wars. I recommend you go and watch the new Skywalker trilogy in the dubbing of German. Because good Lord, watch this, read the subtitles, watch it in German. Because those speeches that you get when all the clone troop, dude, the voice actor that they've got sounds 100% like Hitler. 100%. And it's like the most scary, it changes the atmosphere of the, I was just like, holy shit.
oh my gosh, yeah, when Donald Gleason or any of them are
Yeah,
oh my
it's literally like as you imagine. And I was like, this is so different, like the hairs on the back of my neck from when he was doing the speech, you know. Oh, it's not Deutsch, oh
my
you know, I was like, holy crap, totally, this is different series now.
dude, yes.
Like, just give it a go.
Yeah, nice. Any other entertainment news?
Nah.
Okay. We'll hit up some comments really quick and then get to the what we're looking forward to. Book of Clarence is out on VOD. It is. I need to see it because it looks weird, looks funny, looks awesome. Lover, Stalker, Killer. Yes, definitely. That was a great one. Fro.
Hey, Fro.
People, how are you, my friend?
Yeah.
We're doing all right. Hope you are well, and you missed us, but we missed you too.
Yeah,
Your
we missed
weird
you too,
suggestions
dude.
of movies. I kid.
Yeah.
Because you're awesome. You're so much fun to talk with. So thank you. Awesome. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Cool.
You've seen them all.
You've seen them all. Okay,
obviously
well,
loves documentaries.
Yeah, no, that's great. Then I'll have to look ahead and see what other ones are coming. But yeah, I try and do most of them. Sometimes I just get a little burnt out on too real, but it is fun, especially when they're well made. What was that one, Ruben, that we watched about the that you, like your neighbor or something, like messaged you or somebody's neighbor?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was so real. Someone really close who said, "Yeah, I know this person. I live just up the street, and they're still active. They're not in jail. They're still the guy that was acting as a FBI agent or MI6 agent.
MI6,
even. Yeah, and he totally wasn't. And he just basically took a couple of women, maybe three, and brainwashed them to believing that they were like agents almost. Crazy story. That was so good.
It's on Netflix. I can't remember what it was called, but that one was harrowing. So started rewatching a series that follows passengers of a ship that was marooned in 1964. Well, Chris, what's the name of it?
Called,
you
Chris?
that's just
what is
downright
it, Chris?
rude. Oh gosh. There is not a live action Moana yet.
They're making it.
The Rock wants to make it, so I don't know. We'll see.
No, they're making it. Yeah.
I don't know if they are. Are they? Until I see it, we'll see. Hey, T Styles is following you now, Ruben. Rock on. Okay, and Constellation. It sounds frustrating.
Yeah, I've definitely felt that with that series.
Yeah. I didn't see the one and only Ivan.
No, but I heard good things.
Yeah. Are we going to be live from now on each week? I think so.
I think so. This is a discussion that we've had off air. We enjoy it so much. It's such a good way to kind of interact with you guys in a little bit more of a real now way. And then what happens if you manage to catch us live on the Saturday, then that's just for you, for those who've been there. And then we reschedule the recording basically to be live again on the day when we normally had, Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, depending wherever you, same time. So like it is normally, but if you catch it live, then it's an extra little thing. So that's just to say, like, thanks for supporting us. Thanks for being with us. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
Gilligan's Island. Oh,
Gilligan's
yeah.
Island. Duh.
Oh, was he being funny? Was that?
Yes, he was.
Oh, I see.
And we just missed it completely.
See.
And just, yeah, okay. It is too early in the morning for that.
It's too late in the evening.
But why?
Oh, Moana. Yeah. No, exactly.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. Moana. Thank you for the clarification. Yeah, why are we doing these live, Ruben? This is why.
Why? We don't want to. We don't want to see your faces.
Yeah, nobody asked for this. Yeah, I don't know why. Money. That's right. And I think, well, this one makes no sense because it's so recent. But I had heard something that the reason some of the live actions were happening was to maintain copyright of that. But yeah, I don't know. Disney Plus MCU shows. Which is your favorite one?
Daredevil. It's now
Daredevil?
officially part of the universe. They've said it is. So, yeah, Daredevil. Then Jessica Jones. Season 1. Yeah. Only season 1. Yeah, only season 1.
Gosh. I'm trying to think.
You're trying to think of which one is good?
No, which one I like?
Wanda or Loki, I would guess, for you.
Wanda was great. But see, I liked Winter Soldier also.
I thought it was all right. Yeah, okay.
I just liked it because we got Anthony Mackie again, and him and Sebastian Stan together.
Yeah, the Winter Soldier together are very good. Yeah.
That is like the most dysfunctional odd couple always, and I love it.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like the buddy cop kind of situation, like a Lethal Weapon sort of story.
Exactly. Exactly. Off topic. Are we going to watch the Super Bowl? No.
I'm going to try. I love the Super Bowl. I love American football. I follow the Patriots. I do, yeah. Okay. A friend of mine here in the UK is a big ice hockey player.
Okay.
And then he got into American football. So he taught me to skate properly. And then he got me into like playing American football, just in like a backyard. We were throwing a ball. And then so basically we got the game, the NFL game that you used to play. We used to play. He taught me the rules, like the 4 quarters. I was like, this is so weird. Like compared to rugby, it's so different. Sure. And I love the show that comes with the Super Bowl. Like it's ridiculous. You get all the new trailers, like the biggest stars ever. It's like, what is this? Like this is bonkers. This is bigger than WrestleMania, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ever since though, now that you can watch the trailers and the ads online.
Oh, you have no need to. Yeah,
I don't.
I guess.
Yeah. Because I used to be a hardcore 49ers fan.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
Why did you choose the 49ers?
Because I live near them. They're a hometown team ish. You know.
I think the Patriots are the best team ever, even though they barely win. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why. Why do you like?
I don't know. Oh, it was because my friend he had they were in the finals or something the 1 year, and the other team was the Patriots that beat his team, and so ever since then I've had a nice little a rivalry.
Gotcha.
So he's always messaging me. It's like, hey, guess who just kicked your ass? And I was like, God damn it. Like, I don't follow it enough to like watch the scores every week, but when they're playing, I'll try just find out what's happening. Watch the odd game. Yeah.
I learned something new today about my friend.
Yes, you did.
Love it.
I'm American. Sorry. Chris, instant no. Lol.
If we could both make a Star Wars movie or show, what would it be?
Ooh. That's such a good TV series. There's a character that I've always wanted to see become based on the game. Chris, you go.
I don't know. Jedi Survivor, is that the one you're talking about?
No. Mara Jade. I want to see a TV series with Mara Jade. I'm just excited for new Star Wars that hasn't done. I want new characters, new Jedi, new lore. I'm tired of the old stuff being rehashed in old ways. Like the new trilogy of the Skywalkers was fun, but it's just literally the same. Even the first story is just like the same as. So I'm sad about some of the stories that we were gonna get. Like we were gonna have the origins of where the Force came from, as like it was gonna be really gritty, and they just canned that.
Rogue Squadron we were gonna get. But
I mean, original Yoda stuff would have been great, but we've never seen that.
I don't know enough about the outside lore, but I'm with you. Like when I heard that the guy that directed Godzilla -1 wanted to direct a Star Wars movie, yes please, give him the money, because we watched what he did with very little money. So.
We had like some of the Star Wars individual anime episodes from different studios, and each one was like a different story and take. I would love to see some of those stories in a proper big budget movie. Visions was incredible. I loved it, but some of that, like the samurai episode, particularly with the color use of like black and white, was particularly powerful. Love to see that.
Nice. Mr. Felixer loved WandaVision. I almost said Wonka Vision. Hawkeye. I liked Hawkeye also.
Hawkeye is one I can watch every Christmas. Love it.
It's Jeremy Renner he's fun.
So charismatic. Him. Yeah.
Hi, Ruben. That's what it says, bro. Chris instant no.
Unfriend. Sorry.
I'm not a big sports guy, unless it's like motorcycle racing or
some extreme sport.
Yeah, like I love the X Games, but other than that, Jar Jar Binks the animated show.
Oh, I would actually watch that. Yep.
I think a lot of people would. Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Oh my! You can't ask me that.
You can ask me that.
Oh I know what you would choose. Like oh my gosh. Oh no, that is. I would choose Firefly. I think. I love Firefly so much. Oh, that
I
really
watched
hurts.
the movie Serenity. American Born Chinese. Well, they canceled it also. So
that flipping season 1 was brilliant. It was so good.
Yeah. So I don't understand. You're right. They didn't promote it well at all. And then how are you shocked when it doesn't do well? And then that not a lot of people watch it. And that's the beauty of these streaming things. Just let them sit there. You know what I mean? People discover things at random times, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is great!" Why? You still get the views. You still get this. Anyway. Ruben actually talked about Halo Season 2 at the 48-minute mark. So, yes, it's there. So you can either scroll back or just watch it on the replay. But yeah, we did talk about that. Never watched the Star Wars saga. Oh wow. Probably just start with episode 1. Even though it's very slow.
Yeah.
And it's
You start with episode 1 because you get introduced to the Sith, and he's freaking awesome.
Yeah, you do get the entire arc then that way. The original 3, I mean, I still love Empire. But they're
slow and they're old.
They are slow. They are. I would. It is a long. I mean, you got 9 movies if you want to go through all of that, and that's not even counting like the standalones like Rogue One, or Solo, or any of these other things. So,
I mean, let's get it straight. Everybody that loves the original Star Wars trilogy loves it, but it's a lot of that is nostalgia.
Yes.
If they made a film like that today, people would decimate it. Like it just, You just have to be honest with yourself, guys.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
film's old. Yeah.
Only heard of thanks to Ruben. American Born Chinese.
Chinese.
And then we
canceled.
tell you about a great show and then it cancels.
I was not happy. Not a happy bunny.
Firefly.
For the win.
I always see FTW as F the world. I know it's for the win, but I just see it as F the world. So that lets you know where I view everything.
Where your brain is at?
Yeah. Yeah. Acolyte. When does that come out?
I don't know, man, but can't come soon enough. That looks great. Looks really good.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, so happy that got renewed for a second season. So good. So good.
Season 1.
It's so good. I was just like, I'm still amazed at how good that was. I was like, this had no right being this good. It's very good. Yeah. Is it good? I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've only seen the first 3 episodes or something so far, and I love it. It's great.
So much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Ratz. Okay. So you're in Kansas City. I don't know if you're in the Kansas side or the Missouri side. I was in the Missouri side last year. Was
the
it
Chiefs.
Missouri side? The Kansas City side. Kansas side. I don't know which side I was on. For a conference. I was in the hotel where they filmed frickin' frack. Oh, Loki, where they used it for part of the TVA. So whichever country, whichever state that's in, that's where I was last year. Star Wars show was Qui-Gon. Say his name for me. Qui-Gon Jinn. That's it.
Yeah.
Padawan. Oh.
That would be really cool. Who would you cast as Ewan McGregor's younger self? Oh no, that's Qui-Gon. That's Liam Neeson.
Oh, that's Liam Neeson. Yeah.
That's Liam Neeson. Yeah. Very cool. That's a great idea. And he's a bit of a rebel. He goes against the council a lot. So I would love to see, like when he gets tempted by the dark side. What does that look like? How close did he come? That's very cool. So Chris, shouldn't you be supporting the 49ers because that's San Francisco?
I should be, but I don't follow them, so I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you who's on there. No, not all people love Star Wars.
That's true.
It's on Fro's best of list. Looking forward to the Harry Potter show. No, I'm not.
What do you mean no?
Come on.
Come on.
No. Stop remaking crap.
You know they're remaking the films as well. This is broke, Chris. Look, JK is all over the right of the series, and she knows her characters back to front. And I also think whatever people thought about her, I think they've taken that way out of context, and I think they can jog on. I think it could be really good.
Okay.
More wizardry school stuff, expanding the world. Why wouldn't you want that?
Apply what you said about Star Wars to Harry Potter.
Yeah, so new stuff. Like stuff. They're just saying it's a Harry Potter show. They're not saying it's going to be about Harry Potter. It'll probably just be setting that world.
Okay, then I'm more intrigued by that.
Yeah, I doubt it's going to be like Harry Potter went to school day one, or the missing files of Harry Potter.
You should copyright that name right now.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Oh, thanks T for
hanging out.
Sticking around. Appreciate it. Okay, so visual addiction. You were rooting for the 49ers. Cool. I would root for the 49ers if I knew any of the players on there anymore. Yes, Acolyte is going to be spectacular, I think. What about a Darth Vader or Darth Maul? I would love to watch Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, that dude. So good.
Did you see the video a little while ago of why can't I think of his name? Who Ray Park?
Yeah.
Where he was doing the moves.
Yeah. Well, like Comic-Con. Yeah.
Yeah, like you remember.
Yeah, it's very cool. We do get a lot about Darth Maul though in the animated verse. So in Clone Wars, we see a lot of him. I think he's in the Bad Batch as well. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, definitely quite a bit of storyline centered on him in the latter seasons of the Clone Wars, which is great.
The Clone
Wars, the animated.
I only watched the movie.
Okay. Yeah, there's like 7 seasons, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why parts of the Bad Batch was it the Bad Batch that didn't make sense to me, or
Oh yeah.
well, and
Yeah.
Ahsoka also
Ahsoka. Yeah.
didn't. It was,
Yeah, there was a big bit with Anakin in Ahsoka, and you're like, "What does this reference even?" And I was like, my mind was being blown up, and you were like, "Eh?"
I mean, it's cool. It looked cool, and I like seeing
it's very
Hayden
cool.
Christensen again. But
Yeah.
yeah. I've never seen Star Wars yet. Well, it was just, it's a shock. I figure most people have seen some Star Wars. You do the opposite.
What does that mean? Do the
Well,
opposite.
so not start with the first, I guess. Not start
Maybe
with
go
episode
with the
one.
original old ones, and then go to
Like
episode
do-
1.
Like do 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you could do it that way, I guess,
Yeah.
but it's still not chronological. But it kind of makes sense in terms of the visual expertise, the creativeness that we had. It like you go up in look, right?
So-
in choreography,
yeah, that's true.
or saying that some of this choreography in Skywalker was.
They were
If
a
you
little
slow
stiff.
down the fight scene, you literally they're chopping the air.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
What are you hitting at? Yeah.
Well, Cursed Child going to be a film? I don't know. Is it?
I think I mean, there's so much that goes into production, or they say they're going to do, and then 10 years go past, and they're like, yeah, we're still thinking about that, and you're like, yeah, that's never going to get made. So, I'm more on when it's out, we can talk about it.
Yeah. The Twilight Show. Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
Oh, really? It's like revitalizing because they did Twin Peaks, didn't they? And so now they're doing Twilight, and they were talking about rebooting X-Files from beginning as well.
Yeah,
This
that's
could
right.
be
And
a
I
case for Mulder, a new woke Mulder and Scully. They could be Instagrammers.
moving on.
Chris is like,
No. Taylor Swift has already won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mandalorian does it. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't really
You
know
wouldn't
the
know.
Clone Wars, so. Reacher season 1.
Oh, Reacher. Yeah, Reacher's definitely the one we most disagree with. Like, I absolutely love that. And you were like, nah, that was terrible.
Which is funny then, because I really enjoyed season 2 and you didn't enjoy it
And
as
I was
much.
like, no, I was like, that's not nearly as good as season 1 was. So funny.
Oh yeah, that's a great question. It's good. She's like, does she?
She's like, Dumbledore is part Jamaican, so he probably would enjoy reggae. I'm not sure what you're referencing this to. Sorry.
I'm scrolling up through the thing to see if I missed somebody.
Anyway, I'm going to talk
which-
about what we are looking forward to.
Yeah,
coming
let's do
this
that.
week. Yeah. Nothing. No, I'm
Really?
joking. The thing I'm most looking forward to is probably going to be crap, but I'm really hoping it's going to be good. It's called House of Ninjas, and it's on Netflix, coming out on Thursday. It's a Japanese action adventure. After years of retiring from their formidable ninja lives, a dysfunctional family must return to shadowy missions to counteract a string of looming threats. I've seen the trailer, and I'm like, yep, I am in.
I want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Al Rawabi School for Girls season 2. The first season was brutal.
Okay.
It's about bullying at this all-girls school, and it is.
Is it on
And the
Netflix?
way it ends is like gnarly. So
Is it Netflix?
Netflix, yes, coming out on the 15th. Very, very good.
I just don't see this on my Netflix. Weird. Okay.
Did you ever see The Bridge Curse on Netflix? It was Taiwanese,
Huh?
I think. Basically, these people go, if you go up this stairs or something, like you get attacked by something. It's just supernatural and creepy. There's a new one coming out.
Oh,
a sequel to that on Netflix. So
wow, okay.
The New Look, season 1, hitting Apple.
Yeah, Apple series. Yeah.
It looks.
Have you seen it?
I have not watched it yet. I haven't started watching it, but it's got Ben Mendelsohn in it, and I like him a lot.
Medicine's pretty good at what he does.
Yeah. Madam Web comes out this week in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm going to a screening on Monday.
Okay. When's the embargo up for that?
Tuesday, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'd be interested. It's one of the longer ones. It's actually like just over 2 hours. So, out of all the Sony Spider-Man films, like Venom and the others that they've got that I've immediately forgotten, it's the longest of the bunch. Oh, Morbius. I think it'll be better than Morbius.
Both times.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than Venom 2, but I don't know if it would beat Venom 1. Like, it's not setting a hugely high bar, so could be fun.
Yeah, I'm going in open-minded, but have no idea.
Like, young Madam Web, I just didn't see that coming. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah. I'm also seeing Bob Marley, One Love. I think that comes out the end of this week.
Okay.
Also, which I'm excited for that one. What's his name? Kingsley Ben-Adir is playing Bob Marley, and from the trailer, he looks spectacular. So,
okay. On the 23rd of February, which is still a couple of weeks away, there's a Demon Slayer movie coming out called Demon Slayer to the Hashira Training. Now, I think I mentioned it last week. Like, people get your tickets. I don't know if you remember the last time I reviewed the Demon Slayer movie, where I said it was weird because they did a recap of the end of the previous season, and then they did 2 episodes of the new season, and they put that in and they made that a movie. I did some research. They've done the same thing, even though it's even worse. It's only the first episode of the new season, and a bunch of episodes from the last season, and they've put that to make that a movie, a runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes. So I personally would just wait, because I feel like that is naughty. They're making you pay a full cinema ticket for stuff you've already paid for in your streaming services, probably watching on Crunchyroll and stuff. Yeah, so just giving you a heads up, might want to wait until that just comes out on Crunchyroll.
Okay. For those that have Sundance Now or AMC Plus, maybe, Far North Season 1 is coming out on Thursday the 15th. I haven't started watching it yet, but and also on Peacock, the 2nd season of Vigil is coming out, which it looks like a British, if I'm correct,
it is.
British crime.
It's a British series, yeah. The 2nd season's out here already, yeah.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of us in the U.S., let's see what else we got. The Heartbreak Agency is coming on Wednesday the 14th to Netflix. It's a movie, I believe. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have the excuse me. I have the screener for it. So
right.
There's a documentary coming out on Friday on Netflix called Einstein and the Bomb. So I'll be curious at what that.
You sounded very excited about that.
Well, more so because he was looking for documentaries.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm curious, especially after watching Oppenheimer. And then.
See, that's kind of the reason I don't want to watch it.
Oh, sure. But see, I think getting Einstein's perspective.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Could be, if that's how it is. I don't know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 14th, I think. Obviously, that's Valentine's Day, so there's going to be some stuff. But if you're a fan of Resident Alien, new season starts on Peacock, which is a sci-fi series, which will be on Sky in the UK. but I'm a big fan of Alan Tudyk's character as he plays this alien. So funny, and they've really spent time building kind of the lore and the characters in the show.
Nice. That's about all I have.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll hit up some. Do you have any more?
Nope.
Okay. We'll hit up some comments. Seen One Day on Netflix. Yeah, Fro, actually, Ruben has seen parts of it, and we talked about it. I don't know when we talked about it. Around the hour and 40-minute mark, maybe?
Yeah, because it was after we'd just gone into talking about something. It was part of a recently scheduled event in my brain.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see here. We've got... oh, wait, I lost my mouse. Where'd it go? Shoot. There we go. Chris's first day at using technology, going to Madam Web, opening Winged. Yep, fingers crossed that it's going to be good. I agree with you there. Okay. So, we said J.K. Rowling knows her characters. Then he had said, does she? She's like, Dumbledore's part Jamaican, so he probably would enjoy reggae. I don't know when he was partly Jamaican, but that's funny regardless.
Okay. That is funny.
Do you find it easier to watch movies or TV shows? Movies are easier to watch, I think, just because they're typically shorter than a series.
Unless you're Scorsese, yeah.
This is true.
But yeah, generally shorter.
But that doesn't mean that it's like, I mean, I guess it's easier in terms of time, but sometimes in terms of story, a series is so much better.
I'm finding I'm going through a movie phase where I look at a series and like I can't like that's too much for me to take on at the moment. Like if I see how much that is, I'm like So then I watch a movie like, oh, I haven't seen that movie and that's just 2 hours. I can do that. Let's watch that, get that out of the way. And then I finish the movie and go, well, that sucked. And because generally it's finding really good movies is very hard, I think.
Yeah, it can be. And we're inundated with stuff too. So Imaginary, I think that looks pretty cool. I have not seen the newest trailer. I'm going to avoid it because I am afraid that they're going to show too much, but yeah. Do you want to see that one? Yeah,
very much so. I'm hoping that it'll be better than... See, I really don't understand what people loved the animatronic doll.
Megan?
Yeah, Megan. They really loved it, and people were like really scared of it. And I was like, I didn't find it scary. I saw all the best bits in the trailer. There was literally no reason for me to watch the movie. I didn't care about any of the characters. Like, I don't know who that film was for. It for 12-year-old Instagrammers. That's what I felt like. It felt like a different generation needed to go watch that movie. It was the first time I felt my age.
Yes, and the responses, the reactions. To people, like, the much younger generation seemed to gravitate way more to it.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. I was like, is that really scary to you? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
French movie called Animal Kingdom, or Régna Animal.
Yeah, I've heard about this. A few people have asked about this, actually.
Okay. Well, I have to put this on my list. I'm curious. I don't even know.
I mean, there's a series, obviously, called kind of Animal Kingdom. It ran from 2016 to 2022, but I'm guessing they're talking about the film.
A different, because that was American, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Won a few awards.
Does Dakota know, Chris, that you have a date with her? Madam Webley. Yep. Hoping that it's good. Goosebumps season 2. Oh,
yeah.
That's
I'm looking
cool.
forward to that.
Yeah,
that got
was
picked
a
up then.
surprise.
Oh, okay. Nice. Did we know that?
I don't think I knew that.
I don't think I knew it got renewed, but that's great news.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. I hope he comes back. I think he was really good in it. What's his name? I haven't seen him do a lot. He like one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen in my life. He did after he did American Pie. I think he did Tusk. Did you ever see Tusk?
No.
It's directed by Kevin Smith, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really odd, but it's also great. I'm pretty sure that's the same actor. Yeah, Justin Long.
Oh, yeah.
And I really like Justin Long's character in this.
Yeah, that one and Percy Jackson, like both really big surprises.
Big surprises, yeah. It was nice to find a reason why to keep my Disney Plus subscription, because honestly, I was just like, why do I need this? I don't know.
Yeah. Megan, we're the worst of
Yeah,
us. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah,
It's just a stupid movie.
it was. Yeah.
Another film. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we have well surpassed our 2-hour mark.
Yeah. Oh, geez, we're heading towards 3 again.
Yeah, we suck at our time management here. So
Apologize
for that, but we are glad for everybody.
I do want to watch that. Buchikari.
Which what is that
It's
called?
it's an anime. Buchikari. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right, Chris. I mean, Fro. That's an anime, right? Yeah. I think my son was talking to me about that one. He says good.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, thank you for everybody for joining us, for sticking around this long. We love the chats, which is why we've gone long. And yes, it is the anime there, so you're good to go. Everybody, we let's see here. Don't forget about our Patreon opportunity, patreon.com/thebeardedones. £1 gets you in there. We do have a podcast, so if you ever want to just listen and not have to watch, you can do that as well. Anywhere you listen, basically, to podcasts, you can access
listen to
that.
Chris do really smoky voices.
Hey, baby, how you doing tonight? You are with Chris and Ruben. I don't know why I got a twang there all of a sudden. That was weird.
Yeah, you went like proper like if you were doing. I'm trying to think like deep south.
I don't know why. I'm totally Californian. I don't even know. Yeah. Whoa, dude.
Hey, man. Hey, awesome.
Yeah.
Wax the shell. None in the shell, dude. Sorry. Carry on. We're just losing it.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, someone will be back. Yes.
Don't stress, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all good. But we do. Yeah. If you want to check out the Patreon, we do have a couple of videos that are outside the paywall as well, so you can see what we get up to. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ruben with the Ruby Tuesday. Me, Chris, Movies and Munchies. And with that, I think we're done. Yeah? Are we done? No more comments? Okay. So. We'll see you next week live. Yeah? Cool.
Bing, bang, bang, bing, bang, bang, bing.